What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another live. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. Your girl is going live. Yo, hookah, what it do?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Good reporting ass Mickey. We love you, Mickey.
As always, all information contained in this live is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All information used in this live is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me, okay? What it do, Truth Team, what it do. All right, as y'all may not know or may know, Tory Lanez was not sentenced on yesterday. However, it is set to be completed today. And we're here for it. I was able to get finally find the documents I was looking for yesterday in regards to the sentencing. So I just use this as a time to just, chop it up and figure out what's what. And I'm actually trying to find my Twitter page right now. Make sure y'all share. Let me make sure ain't no updates. I was supposed to start the live like 20 minutes ago. So let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. All right, so that's the last update. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start with the update from Megan Cuffneef. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm gonna start with her latest update that was 20 minutes ago. And then we're gonna go from there. Hold on, y'all. As soon as I can find it. All right. Here we go.
Everybody, how's it going? Happy Tuesday morning here at the courthouse in front of the cafeteria window. That's what's behind me. Just getting ready here to go in. As I'm sure everybody knows, Tory Lanez was not sentenced yesterday. They're continuing the hearing this morning at 10:30 a.m. That's an hour from now. We're on Pacific Los Angeles time. And people are thinking it'll be done by noon, but it's hard to say for sure. But I'm thinking it absolutely will complete today. We're going to find out what his sentence is, whether he's going to go to prison, whether he's going to get probation. It's important to remember that legally he's presumed ineligible for probation. So his lawyer's argument right now is trying to convince Judge Hereford that this is an exceptional case and that the mitigating circumstances warrant probation. So it was a long day yesterday. I mean, I did get a chance to go over my notes when I sat down, just with the handwritten notes and just kind of the stress of just the everything. It's hard to get everything down. And there's a question that gets asked in court a lot of witnesses, especially in memory, when they're trying to refresh their recollection on something. They say, is your memory stronger later than it was, immediately at the time? And of course they ask that because the question is kind of obviously no. Obviously your memory doesn't get stronger with time. You remember things closer right after they happen. But really with trials and covering stuff in trials, especially when I have to take handwritten notes, I honestly do feel like my memory gets a little bit better when I'm maybe a couple hours removed from the hearing and I can sit down and go over my notes and kind of be like, aha, because I'll come out of there and kind of remember the big stuff, but a lot of it is what happened immediately right before court ended. So it takes a while to kind of go through the notes and see what's going on. So glad to see everybody in here. If you have any questions, please ask them. Somebody says, what's the minimum that I think he'll get? I'm just not sure. I do think he's going to get prison time, and I think it's going to be pretty substantial. A judge in Orange County who's not at all involved in this case, and I don't think knows Judge Hereford, was like, I think he's definitely going to prison. He said, in California, if you shoot someone, you go to prison. Doesn't everybody know that? he said. So I think it's definitely coming. And just some of Hereford's comments yesterday, and I'm gonna bring up my notes, but I'll keep going through the questions here. If people do super chats, I'll try to prioritize those, but it's coming in pretty good here, so I should be able to monitor it. But I mean, Jose Baez really went all out just in terms of his emphatic descriptions of Lanez. Like, I remember there was a moment when Judge Hereford was asking about, like, what is the nexus between alcohol and the crime if he didn't do anything? He said, I mean, his exact quote was, he said, well, the crime involved alcohol. I mean, Judge Hereford said it's obvious the shooting involved alcohol. And just because somebody drinks a lot doesn't mean that they're an alcoholic. And he was questioning where the evidence of that Lanez is an alcoholic, because prosecutors were bringing up that the doctor's reports and the assessment of Lanez that talks about how he would be a good candidate for treatment and he could be released to a rehab center, it's all based on his own self-reporting. So he's talking about this alcohol problem that really isn't repeated at all in this from anyone else. The 76 letters of I guess they're technically, the legal term maybe would be character reference letters, but people call them letters of support, but they don't mention anything about an alcohol problem. And prosecutors brought up, Alex Bott brought up the fact that, I mean, we hadn't had any reports of Lanez having any kind of trouble with that. He was, I think, almost 29 when he shot Megan. And when you see the video outside the police car after the shooting, I mean, he's walking, he's not stumbling around. He was saying it doesn't look like somebody who's completely inebriated. And Bott was saying that this kind of exemplifies what Lanez does to just try to avoid accountability for his actions. And Hereford did seem to kind of take issue with the nexus between alcohol and the crime when he's saying that he didn't commit the crime. He was saying, what is alcohol responsible here for if he's saying he didn't do anything? And Baez was saying, yelling, the things in the car. He said, there are a lot of decisions that transpired to escalate the situation. It wasn't a pretty situation. It wasn't that young man's finest moment. He said, I understand the court is struggling to put alcohol into context. And then he had one moment where Baez is just such a showman. I mean, a lot of lawyers have theater skills too, actor skills. You see that with the YouTube lawyers too, but Baez was just playing it up. I mean, he's like, this is a young man with an alcohol problem and he's worth saving. It's like, oh my God, I mean, I just don't know if the judge is buying it that much, because he did say, and I think I said yesterday in the live that he'd found a mitigating factor in the charitable work. He hasn't actually said that yet. We're going to hear more about that today. He did say yesterday the mitigating factor that Judge Hereford found was he doesn't think that Lanez is a likelihood to commit another violent crime if he gets out of prison. He didn't expand on that at all or explain his reasoning. We might hear more about that in there, but that is one thing I heard. I think we're going to be hearing more of a decision on these other aggravating factors in there. He did say that he's not going to consider the lack of remorse, and he basically just said that he thinks if he does, the appellate court would overturn him. He had some cases on that, but he made it really clear that he thinks the social media posts, the songs, all the actions in the months, the years since then are a major aggravating factor in this case. And he even basically told prosecutors not to worry about him not taking into consideration lack of remorse, because he's going to take into consideration the social media posts, the song lyrics, that kind of thing, all that stuff. So I don't think that bodes well for a short prison sentence. How long it's going to be, I don't know. But like I said, I don't think probation is a reasonable option here. And one thing Alex Bott did bring up when arguing against the probation recommendation was saying the idea that Lanez can be supervised if he's released, especially if he's facing immediate deportation. How can he be expected to go live in a residential drug treatment program that he doesn't think he's actually qualified for that? And they had actually, Ed Wellborn, who's the lawyer who was brought in last month, has used her in a lot of cases over the years, but she's a drug and alcohol, runs a drug and alcohol center. And she was in court and testified. And she even said that she's ready to go pick Lanez up from jail and take him to the center and he can live there and complete therapy program. But like I said, going in here, I mean, it's a first-degree assault with a firearm charge. With the enhancements, he's legally considered ineligible for probation, and the burden is kind of on the defense to try to show that he somehow deserves it. And just, I mean, one of the letters that he had that they referenced said that thinks that he should be sentenced to community service for this. Remember, the person who was sitting next to me had like just a natural kind of audible scoff reaction when he heard the community service, because it's just, you just erase all the names from the case, all the facts of the case, and you just say, yes, somebody was convicted of first-degree assault with a firearm, and they're asking they be sentenced to community service. It's just, it's a preposterous thing to ask for. So, but you know, you ask for something and you hope that, you know, maybe it'll get you, you know, somewhere in between or something. So perhaps that's what they're doing. One quote I wanted to get out and make sure I get in the article was Baez's quotes about the yelling and the arguing, because it's like what exactly happened here. But then also the social media post, Baez was really arguing against the judge considering any of that, but did say that that the behavior, that Lanez's behavior wasn't great, and that he's not proud of it. So I thought that was significant. But he was saying he doesn't think that that should be considered part of the sentencing at all. So see if we have any more questions in here. I mean, it's kind of crazy that he's that it's a 2-day sentencing. But and I'm kicking myself because I wanted to start this live by just giving a huge "I told you so" to every single person out there who doubted me when I said that this could be 2 days. Because I've been saying that for a couple of months, that this is going to be 2 days. And with Judge Hereford, like, I mean, how could it possibly be a 2-day sentencing? I mean, sentencings aren't more than like 2 hours unless you have a big long list of victims who want to make statements. But it goes back to that old saying about when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Judge Hereford, look at everything that he's done in this trial, like the trial, the motion for new, everything. Like, I mean, it's just, this was definitely going to extend into Tuesday. Whether it extends into the afternoon, I think I'm not sure. I am feeling pretty safe to say that I don't think it's going to extend into Wednesday. I mean, come on, that'd be crazy. What else is there to talk about here? But he's obviously being completely transparent here, and any information about the list of names who wrote, yeah, and obviously that is a big thing, and I know people really want to see the letters, and the judge said that he's making them public. He's putting them on the public record. It's going to be kind of a pain to get them, because it still just blows me away that it's 2023. This is Los Angeles, like one of the biggest court systems in the country, if not the biggest, and they don't have criminal case documents online. Like, if this is federal court, I mean, right now I could just go into the file and like share screen it and show you guys, and we could have this like civics legal lesson about all the documents, but you can't do that in state superior court cases. So I'm going to have to go to the clerk's office and get actual paper copies of the letters and then try to get them in. But that's absolutely a priority. And that's why when the judge started reading off the names and a short description of who read the letters, obviously like people were writing that down because that's important. It's a little noisy around here if there's some background noise. But when you're writing by hand and you're going to be in there all day, you kind of got to preserve your handwriting notes. So sometimes I'm just like, I'm not going to take notes on something that I know I can get afterwards. So I did write down a ton of notes just on different names. And Hereford was spelling out the names. But when somebody is reading something like that and you're just not knowing what's coming and you're trying to take the notes, then you're just kind of it's hard to get everything, you know. But the letters were, there was the police chief in Missouri who talked about Lanez's
all right, what's up, everybody? So as y'all can see on the screen, we are doing a recap of the proceedings yesterday, because unfortunately they don't allow live view of it. So what I'm about to do now, we was listening to it for about 15 minutes. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure we ain't missing no updates. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So let me just check Got about 15 more minutes to go with that. But let me just check her on Twitter real quick, make sure we ain't missed nothing. What do, KG? Brick? What's up, everybody? All my people in the bushes. We here catching up 34 minutes ago. 13. All right, yeah. So no updates yet. Noon, their time will be what? 3 o'clock our time, or my time, Eastern time. So about an hour. And I pretty much stay on live for at least 3 hours. So I think we should be able to withstand waiting. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back up. We're gonna list the other part. I do got the actual sentencing memorandum paperwork now. Finally found it late last night. We're gonna go through that. And just a little refresher as we wait for how much, if any time will be provided, how much time will he get? His defense team is asking for community service or probation. However, I don't see that happening, but who knows? We never know in these cases. But let's get back to it. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. Let's review the Tory Lanez case.
Not knowing what's coming and you're trying to take the notes, then you're just kind of it's hard to get everything, But the letters were, there was the police chief in Missouri who talked about Lanez's charity work and his he said his music's influential. I mean, I remember there was somebody who said that Lanez bought a wheelchair. There was an artist who was struggling and felt suicidal and said that Lanez had inspired him to encourage his stuff. I mean, there were a lot of really, really positive things in there. The one I found funny because you're kind of used to hearing them, and then all of a sudden you hear one, you're like, wait a minute, what? I mean, Iggy Azalea was one that caught my attention, but then also the doctor who treated him for hair loss and said that he has been treating other people for hair loss, that Lanez has counseled other people who are going through hair loss. So it's just like, oh wow, they're really pulling out all the stops here. Do you think it's 2 days because Tory will get 10 plus? No, but I do think that the judge, like if he does a 10 plus sentence, he just wants it to be, totally transparent. Here's his thinking, that kind of thing. So I think that's, I'm not sure the fact that it's 2 days indicates it's going to be 2 to 10 years, but it just indicates he's taking it seriously. And part of it, a lot of it is, it's a really, really high profile case, and he just wants to get it all out there. I did see Iggy Azalea's tweet about how she was told that the letters were just going to be for the judge. And I'm not passing judgment on her for saying that, because I am a believer that somebody told her that, but it just depends on the judge. And most of the time, and especially as a journalist, I think they should always be made public, and they usually are. And I was dealing with it a couple of weeks ago with the developer who was sentenced for bribing the city councilman, the LA city councilman. He had a ton of letters, and I think his letter to the judge is sealed because he included some medical information, but it wasn't beforehand. But just last night, there's a politician in LA whose sentencing papers are in for a bribery case, and apparently he filed a bunch of letters, and he's saying that he wants them sealed, and just this other reporter who's covering it was like complaining to me about it, like, how can they do that kind of thing? So yeah. Somebody wanted me to respond to academics, and I watched his thing, and I honestly don't think that we are like completely on the different page about it. Like, as I said in my video about that story that I did, like, I don't think it actually makes him look bad in there. I mean, he got the report, he published it, which, like I said, if somebody gave me that report, I would publish it. I saw him saying that it's factually inaccurate, that the prosecutors or the judge found that Lanez leaked it to academics. I'm like, well, Lanez's own lawyers said that. I mean, they described that's how it happened in the document. So if I can respect that he doesn't want to ever reveal who gave him that document. Like, he shouldn't have to do that. But the fact is, I mean, even Lanez's own lawyers say that the judge concluded that Lanez was responsible for the leak to academics. I'm not like criticizing academics for, you know, publishing it or whatever he does. And I thought it was kind of funny when he brought up the internet commenter thing, because I did kind of struggle with like, how do you describe them? And maybe I should have added like multimillionaire in front of it or something, because I mean, I do think there are a lot of people, and especially like people in the legal community who read my stuff, who don't really realize like what a thriving community that is, and how, yeah, I mean, he's like a mogul who built this whole thing. So yeah, I don't take any offense by it. I'm not here to like start some kind of feud with him. I think there's a lot of like personality stuff that goes on in this that I don't totally want to participate in. But somebody,
why y'all coming from old Megan? I see Lamar saying she biased. Why she biased? I don't think she biased, honestly. I actually like the way she's very articulate though, because for those who never have actually read any of her, like I guess you would call them blogs maybe, or like the written part, she's very articulate. You read them, you will feel like you're in the trial, and of course she go get work. So Lamar says she doesn't report without being biased. You can tell she Team Megan. I guess I don't see it, because to be honest, I feel like if you're a Team Law, right, and especially in this case, it's going to sound like you're Team Megan, because I think what a lot of people are missing is that he was found guilty by a jury. He wasn't found guilty by a judge. A jury of 12 convicting him. So at this point, it's like really nothing. Everybody keep talking about the trial. Right now, we're beyond that. That's going to be something that got to go up in appeal. I haven't personally saw anything that I will call out as biased just yet. I even pay to be subscribed to her blog. Like, I pay that monthly subscription for it. So I don't know. I guess it's, you know, some people may say I'm biased. You know, some people say academics are biased. So I guess it just, you know, to each his own. I just was wondering. Somebody said that on Clubhouse yesterday. And I was wondering why they said it. But hold on, let's get back to it.
He asked who the Missouri chief of police was that vouched for him. It was the chief of police in New Haven, Missouri, Chris Hammond something. And that's why when I was writing down the names, I was like, instead of like wasting all this time trying to get these names down, I mean, you know, you're going to be able to get the letters. So obviously that'll be the big thing to just get them all in there. Yeah, let's see. It's 9:45. There's people out, cameras and stuff. I mean, I think yesterday there were more people here because there was some kind of thinking that maybe Megan would show up, but obviously she didn't. We heard that yesterday, that her statement was read aloud in court. And yeah, her statement. And one thing, I did have a couple typos in there yesterday. Sorry, it's just things get a little crazy out there, and you're trying to get everything in as much as possible. But her statement, she said she hasn't gotten a moment of peace or a day of peace, and he lied to anyone that would listen and paid bloggers to disseminate false information about the case on social media. He released music videos and songs to damage my character and continue his crusade. At first, he tried to deny the shooting ever happened, which, gosh, people are still doing that too. It's just crazy, the vitriol and like misinformation on this. I saw something on Twitter today where somebody was just like, "Oh, I'm so sick of this case. Like, you know, how her injuries don't match somebody who was shot in the feet at point blank range." It's like, yeah, they don't, because nobody's ever saying that she was shot in the feet at point blank range. I mean, it's just it's crazy. But
I gotta agree with on that one. You must didn't follow this case. Nah, I didn't follow the case. No, y'all know I'll be honest about that. It wasn't one, and y'all know why I didn't follow the case, because from start I knew which way I was gonna look at it. I was gonna look at it from the law, and I knew that was gonna come off biased. And I was newer to YouTube at that point. People was growing, so yeah, I agree. I definitely didn't follow it because of that reason. To be honest, that's why I chose not to do it. However, just from what I've gathered, like I said, the one time I did do a review of the case, it came from her. And like I said, maybe I'm biased when I'm saying it because she pulls paperwork and she does it well. So I respect it for it, Let me see what y'all saying. Nine though. Let me find out the truth team is Tory Lanez supporter, not law supporters. Right, Brig. She's definitely doing a great job. And she was there. Tory Lanez, he had a trial, is lost him the case. Well, what the attorney ain't got nothing to do with her. What's up, music? Free Tory. Megan came by hits. You know what? See, I see what's going on in here. Let's finish this. We still got a little bit longer on it. I believe she's taking questions. I'm gonna see how many more questions, and then we'll get into something else. I'm still looking for updates, and then I'm gonna get on y'all ass over here with the slander.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best.
Trying to see some comments here that aren't just like troll crap. So I saw a comment on Baez's video the other day or last night. If you haven't seen that, I've got a video up of him talking. That's talking about the tabloid aspect of the reporting or something. And honestly, my thought was when Baez was talking, it's like, is it my job to just put him on camera like this? But I mean, it kind of is. It's like he's a lawyer in a high profile case, and people want to hear what he says. And remember when I was working at the Spokesman Review in Spokane, and we would cover breaking news. There was like a police shooting. There were always police shootings up there, but I covered a murder case, and it's one of those things where you feel like you've done all your reporting, you've talked to the victims, you've got the criminal records in there, you've got full quotes, you've got the police side of it. The story is not going to change at all, but then you hear about, the police are doing a press conference, and it's like, well, do we need to go to that? I mean, because it's just the police doing TV clips and trying to get on TV and everything. And I remember an older reporter once told me that we always go to.
All right, because look, I might get up on y'all ass because y'all fellas in this chat going to bump y'all goddamn head. Let's get to it. Y'all want this. Let's do it. I'm ready, okay? I haven't been talking all day to prepare to talk to y'all ass today, okay? But yeah, all bullshit aside though, I mean, at this point, I think what people fail to realize, like Lamar and KG and music, is that at this point, he's been convicted. I mean, y'all know I will find any loophole to debate anybody about cases. Y'all remember with the YNW Melly case. But at this point, it's really not a debate. He is found at this point guilty. I have said, I feel like based on what I've been able to review with the transcripts and everything, that he will win on appeal, in my opinion, right? However, we got to call a spade a spade. He's convicted at this point. What's on the line right now is sentencing, okay? Hold on. Not too much on big feet, because I got big feet. So not too much on the big feet, okay? These feet will kick you in your face. How about that? Here go Lamar with his throw over the throw out the legal system. This is the thing. I'm just gonna say this. A guilty verdict does mean in a court of law a person was found guilty. That's how I'm gonna see it. Yes, people have later on been found innocent and all that, right? And that's why I made sure I worded to say in the court of law, that means the person was found guilty. I mean, it's no way around it. Okay. Oh my God. I'm about to drop the link for y'all because y'all not about to Twitter fingers me today, okay? Because I'm trying to keep up. But yeah, we got to call it for what it is. Hold on, let me find the link. We got to call it for what it is. He was found guilty in the court of law. He is guilty by the court of law. Not the wrongfully convicted. And then I need to pull up his charges again because I forgot what his charges is. Y'all stress me, okay? Let me see. He'll be on death row fooling with Lamar. Okay. Lamar selective with his law interpretation, depending on the person that's on the other side. He's biased. What is his actual charges? Assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharge of a firearm. Okay. So let's talk about who gonna pull up for this debate. Okay. My guy. What it do, music?
What's up? What's up? You know I'm pulling up, goddamn it.
Okay.
Hey
So you ready
man.
for this debate?
Hey, I'm most definitely is. Now, I followed the case and I watched it piece by motherfucking piece, man. Megan's story didn't even match with her lawyer. And then Kelsey, her story, insinuating that she motherfucking did it. She agreeing to testify if she get immunity so she don't get in trouble. So what did she do?
Okay.
And and, and then you got the witness that say he seen the female shoot and the man trying to take the gun, fighting with the female over the gun. And the jury, they don't know the motherfucking law. They just going with what they think.
Don't make me laugh, man.
And see, that's like I be telling people too. See, we pick a jury because we think the judge is gonna be, biased and shit like that. So we try to pick the jury, but a lot of times in a lot of these cases, the outcome would be different if it was a judge because the judge know the law. He see the bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's an unfortunate situation. Like I said, Megan can't, that motherfucker can't buy a hit since motherfucking Tory Lanez got locked up. You hear me? That right there should tell you everything you want to know. Goddamn it, the
We can't
coroner
do Megan
came
like
back.
that. She in a whole nother legal battle with 1501 too, though.
Yeah, but hey, listen. Anytime a motherfucker beefing with everybody, it can't be everybody.
Okay.
It can't be. It can't be everybody. And I hate. If he gonna be locked up for this shit and do some years, he should have hit a knee or a thigh or something.
So let me ask you this. Okay. So I got the charges on the screen. So carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, did they prove that?
They gotta prove it was his though.
No. Did they prove it in court? You say you followed the whole trial. Did they prove it?
Did they? Okay, say it again.
So the charge is carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. Did they prove that? Did he admit to that? And I'm just talking about that charge right there.
They didn't prove it was his. They proved
prove
that
it his
it was
possession?
in the car. They proved that it was in the car and it was up under his seat or whatever it was.
His seat, right?
Right.
Okay.
But,
Next charge.
Kelsey, but listen now, Kelsey was the last one to get out the car, right?
Hold
Kelsey,
on. We talking about Tory. Don't move the goalposts. I'm on you. Next
but
charge.
she could have slid that bitch under there because I'm thinking she the shooter anyway.
Listen. We talking about the trial music.
All right, go ahead.
Discharge of a firearm with gross negligence. I had to break
Negligence.
that shit down. Okay.
Negligence.
Did they prove that?
Say it again.
Now you about to make me slaughter that word again. You ain't shit for that. Discharge of a firearm with gross, and then the last one.
Negligence. Okay, now what does gross negligence mean?
Meaning you're basically just shooting. You're not paying attention to where you're shooting. You're recklessly doing it.
If you go by the testimony,
where your shots is going.
If you go by the testimony, no, they didn't prove it. Because the witness said the female shot and the man was fighting with the female that shot the gun over the gun.
And what did the defense witness say? The man. The man. I can't remember his name. The man. Didn't he testify that Tory Lanez did shoot after the female?
No, he said that Tory Lanez, he say the female shot. If you talking about the one that was on the balcony, he say the female shot, and then the male was fighting with the female for the gun or over the gun.
So he never ever
He
said
never
that.
said Tory Lanez shot. Right. He never. He said the female, and he said the male was fighting with the female over the gun after she shot. And then some more shots went off, but he couldn't see who pulled the shots, who shot then.
Hmm.
That,
Okay.
this what I'm saying. I start witness put the gun in Kelsey's hands. Said she fired the shot, and the male was wrestling with her over the gun, trying to get the gun away from her. And when they moved out the view into by the truck,
Oh, there
so
we go. Your other bro said that the witness said Tory shot the gun in the air.
man, I ain't see that man say no shit like that, man. I ain't see that man say no shit like that, man.
Oh, your team saying that's cap. Your team is saying it's cap. So listen,
Man,
this is hold on. Let me put this on the screen real quick. All right. All right, this is the actual sentencing memorandum. Shout out to Megan. Hold on, let me check for updates real quick before I get into this document. Let me see. All right, she ain't posting 55 minutes. All right, so all right. Boop, 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 boop. Say, okay, the jury convicted the defendant of count 1, count 2, count 3. Okay. The jury also found the allegation attached to count 1 that the defendant personally used a firearm during the commission of the offense within the meaning of penal code, okay, to be true. And the allegation attached, okay, we get that. Statement of facts. All right. So let's get into it, okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So they said here. They said that the shooting occurred after a gathering, okay, at Kylie Jenner house. We don't, okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's kind of skip past that. We want to get to the shooting. All right, here we go. The victim, the defendant, and Miss Harris all left the party together. They got into the Cadillac Escalade driven by the defendant's security guard and driver, Jaquan Smith. While Mr. Smith was driving the parties to the respective destination, an argument ensued between the victim and the defendant. Miss Harris intervened on behalf of the victim, accusing the defendant of disrespecting the victim. The defendant threatened Miss Harris, stating he would shoot her as he reached towards the center console as if grabbing something. So let's pause right there. So out of the
Who is Miss
charges,
Harris?
Kelsey,
All right.
out of just from that paragraph, we're gonna keep going, but just from that paragraph, does one of the charges fit that statement so far?
Nah.
What about the chat? Chat, do y'all think one of the charges fit so far? Let us know. All right, we're gonna keep going. Next, the argument between the parties escalated. Mr. Smith pulled the car over on a residential road in the Hollywood Hills so the victim and Miss Harris could get out. The victim and Miss Harris both exited the vehicle on the passenger side. As the victim was walking away from the car, the defendant produced a semi-automatic handgun and yelled out, "Dance, bitch," and fired 5 rounds at the victim, striking her in both feet. Injured and bleeding, the victim crawled to the driveway of a nearby house. Does any other charges fit that paragraph?
If they want to say it did, if they saying he
No,
shot,
I'm asking you. I'm using you. Ain't about to walk the line. I'm
I'm
asking
saying it do, but who's
ain't no but. Ain't no but. Ain't no but. Ain't no but. Does any other charges fit that so far? Just
yeah.
yes or no.
I'm-
Okay.
yeah.
All right. The defendant approached the victim in the driveway. He apologized for his actions and begged her not to say anything. He convinced the victim to get back into the car. Now, Ms. Harris confronted the defendant for shooting the victim, which caused the defendant to physically assault Ms. Harris. He grabbed her by the throat and pulled her by her hair before calming down again. Ms. Harris sustained injuries as a result of the defendant's attack. Man. Hello? All right, so let's continue. Everyone got back in the car. The defendant sat in the front passenger seat. The victim sat in the back seat on the passenger side, and Ms. Harris sat in the back seat on the driver's side. The victim was bleeding profusely from her injuries. Ms. Harris quickly sent a text to the victim's security guard, Justin Edison, stating, "Help, Tory shot Meg, 911. Now what? Defense counsel, I need you to break this down to how this doesn't align with the charges.
I'm saying it align with the charges, but it's plot twist though. Motherfuckers is lying to cover themselves.
Okay, so give me your version then of the cover up, the lie.
Okay.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
So boom. Tory and Megan arguing. Next thing you know, he exposed that he was knocking off Kelsey too. Nah, okay. Megan mad at Kelsey. They go to fight. They pull over. The driver pull over. They get out the car. Megan and Kelsey is fighting. Think about this, man. They say it was hair all over the road. Ain't no man pulling no fucking hair, man. So, boom. Megan and Kelsey fighting. Megan beating up Kelsey. Kelsey get tired of this shit. Tory got the gun. Now, I'm going to admit, Tory had that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey fought around and no Tory got it. So she go to the car and grab that bit from up under his seat. She hit Megan 2 times. Boom, boom. Dance, bitch. Kelsey the one saying this.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, Tory go and grab Kelsey like, man, you tripping. So they fighting for the gun. Shots fall. Bam, 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 bam. He trying to empty the clip because Kelsey trying to kill because she done got her ass whooped.
Right.
But Kelsey and Megan is ride or die. Look, girl, this nigga done fucked both of us. And he laughing about this shit. We need to put this nigga ass away.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey. Tory just shot Meg. 911.
All right. So that's your okay. So that's your version, right? Okay, so let me ask you this. For one, you just said Tory definitely had a gun, right?
Yeah. He got
right there. Right. For two, you also said that in your version of events, Tory was protecting who again? Which one?
He was actually protecting Megan because he was trying to get the gun from Kelsey after Kelsey done popped that 2 times.
Okay. Boom. So boom, he had the gun, so carried a loaded, unregistered firearm definitely was one. Then, so when he was taking the gun from Kelsey, did he shoot by accident or anything?
They both hand was on the trigger.
Okay, so discharge a firearm with gross, you know the word. Okay, boom. So, and then assault with a semi-automatic weapon. You don't.
He never assaulted her. It was Kelsey. So I take.
Hold on. If his hand was on it with her, then technically, yes, he did, right? From your story, I'm going off your story.
But his hands was on it and the shots was fired after Megan was already shot. Think about this. Now, let's just think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Megan said that Kelsey wasn't next to her when she got shot. She said she didn't even see Kelsey. Kelsey was nowhere to be.
You're going too far. You're going too far. We going off of, I told the story from the prosecution standpoint, right? And then I told you to tell me your version where Tory Lanez is innocent. But technically, you still, with your story, although you're making Kelsey part of it, right? Tory Lanez will still be in jail for these charges. Kelsey will just connect with him.
He gonna be in jail for the firearm, for having a concealed firearm, and we not gonna give him that assault because he didn't assault nobody. And discharging it, that's in self-defense. He's fighting over a gun, trying to save somebody's life. He won't get charged because if that was the case, BTB Savage would have got charged for discharging a firearm when the
Nah,
nigga
that's not.
got.
We can't use that as an example because that was in the house though, and that was in Texas, an open carry state, not California.
Okay, well, he going down for the gun. I give him that.
All right, so listen. Assault may take the form of pointing a firearm at a victim. And you said in your version of events that he got the pistol, right?
Right.
From out the car, right? That was in your
Right.
story, right? He got the pistol from out the car, right?
No, Kelsey did because she know he
Kelsey.
got that bit up under the seat.
Okay. So Kelsey, but he got it from her, right?
He fought it
And
from her.
both
Yeah.
of their hands, so both of their hands was on the gun that was pointed at Megan after she got shot. So based on assault is pointing the firearm at the victim, striking a pistol whipping the victim. Why I keep saying vehicle? Firing the gun at the victim or actually shooting the victim. So per your story, your man still would have been in there. Kelsey just would have been in there too.
Right, but at least Kelsey going down for shooting Megan though. He ain't going down.
Music.
He ain't going down for shooting Megan. God damn it. He fucked up for having that gun. You feel me? And then I don't even think it was his gun. It probably was the driver gun. He just knew what that bit was.
Oh my
But
God. Hold on. I gotta put a poll up. Cause man, you and your stories take me out. Let's see what the chat say.
this shit real, man. They railroaded that man. He was a damn fool to let him. He supposed to went out like state property shooting in the court.
Oh no. Alright, so the poll is whose story do you believe? Music? I keep spelling your name wrong. Music. Or Mickey, which I stuck with the paperwork.
And
Y'all
then
tell me.
but let's argue the facts though.
I'm
Megan
with you, I'm
said
ready.
Megan said when she got shot, she didn't see Kelsey, right?
I don't know.
This
Let me
make
find her statement because I don't know. I
this
didn't.
Megan statement. She said Kelsey was nowhere around. But her lawyer said Kelsey was standing right next to Megan when Megan got shot. Why is her story and her lawyer's story not matching up? Because the lawyer was trying to cover why did Kelsey have gunpowder on her? And the lawyer's story was the reason why Kelsey had gunpowder because she was standing next to Megan when Megan got shot. But Megan said Kelsey was nowhere in sight. She didn't see Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
So why is their stories different?
So hold on, you gotta pick a battle. So let me ask you this. So are you saying Tory Lanez is innocent of everything, or are you saying that Kelsey is guilty with Tory? Because your story, and I ain't gonna lead you on. I say, hey, tell me your story, okay? You
Tory is
still
just
put
guilty for the
charges on
gun.
Tory.
Tory is just guilty for having the gun. Kelsey is the one that shot Megan. Why would she say she want immunity so she can't get in trouble? What did she do that so she can't get in trouble? Please tell me.
But her asking for it on the stand means in her mind and with her count, they came to that conclusion because if the prosecution needed her to testify and needed to deal with her on that level, it would have happened way before she took the stand. It wouldn't even needed to be mentioned on the stand.
But what did she do for her to be able to get in trouble though?
It's not
She
about that. Listen to this. If the prosecution had knowledge of evidence that showed that Kelsey was the shooter, that immunity agreement would have been spoke prior to trial. Being that she got up there on that stand to ask for immunity, then guess what? Maybe she lied on the stand. Because I heard she really didn't get into detail about nothing in her testimony.
she caught amnesia.
And which helped who though? By her catching amnesia.
Tory Lanez, she went back on everything she
Oh,
said
so now we can
because.
add witness tampering based on
But
your
look, not
story.
nah. How you gonna say that's Tory's fault? No, that's her fault because now she's feeling
I
sad. Now she's feeling sad because she see it, her lies finna cost this man his life. So now she's going on everything she said.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Come on. Now she
If
even
she
said
no
this
no
when she
no no listen. If she really, right, was about to lie on the stand, she needed immunity because then they can't hold it against her. If she made a statement, right, that
listen,
said,
right,
listen,
right.
that said
Miss
prior to
Parker,
getting on that stand,
right.
if she made a statement, right, beforehand and said, hey, Tory Lane shot Meg, but then got on the stand and said, you know what? That wasn't a truthful statement that I gave. This is what happened. She wouldn't need immunity. It wouldn't have been no
She
perjury. And
she asked
and they
for
didn't have
immunity
and
in
they didn't have no
interrogation.
evidence. So to me,
No,
right?
she asked for immunity in interrogation when she first sat down with them.
Now I was told she asked on the stand. That's what I've been trying to look for. Let me see.
Nah, nah, nah. It was when she first talked when she talked to the police, not in court. Miss Parker said it too. It's when she talked to the police, not when she went to court. She had immunity before she got to court. That's the only reason why she testified. Because
I
she
gotta
kept telling
find
them,
because I've been
what's it?
hearing,
I
like I
think
said,
it's the
I've been reading transcripts, but a lot of people say it was said in court, but now y'all saying it's interrogation. But
no,
nevertheless,
it was interrogation.
either way, okay? Because I don't have it right now, and I
I
can't
think
find.
I think the family, the YouTube channel, the family got it. Was the one that leaked. It was them or either the Streets TV. They the one who got the tape, the audio of her interrogation. Cause them bitches copy
Okay,
strike me.
well, this is the thing. This is the thing. Even if Kelsey, right, even if Kelsey had something to do with it, got immunity for whatever reason, your story of your chain of events still showed that Tory was a part of it.
But he was
So
helping her though.
helping
He
is
was
still accessory. So are you
he was
saying the
trying.
charges just need to be changed? Because you still
No, I'm
haven't proved
saying
Tory.
he could go down for the gun, but I'm talking about shooting her, assault and all that. No, because he's trying to save her life by wrestling with Kelsey for the gun.
But listen, again, everybody is saying Tory, that's on Tory's side, that Tory should not be in jail. And I'm just asking, tell me the storyline. You ain't even free Tory yet.
Nah, the bitch got to go down for the gun. That's his shit. We just need the serious shit out the way. God damn it, hey,
Okay, so
God
your
damn it.
family said that you're trying, he helping you out because you shaking up here, okay? Said that you're conveying that Tory was trying to break them up. Okay. Why
Right.
did he have an unregistered handgun in his possession in California?
For his protection, he's a superstar.
So that means no, he should have security with it. But isn't that illegal?
That's illegal, but come on, everybody got guns. That don't supposed to have a gun in California.
Well, everybody don't get caught. He got caught.
But now you can't crucify him because he had a gun. Just because he had a gun, that don't mean he was the one that shot Megan though.
I never accused him of none of it. All I'm saying, looking at the facts of what they provided in court and what the conversations are. Like I said, everybody is just stuck on he didn't shoot Megan. Cool. All right. He ain't shoot Megan. All right. But I'm also saying free Tory. So I'm just asking, free him. You ain't even freed him on the truth team yet.
Now I'm saying, listen,
Let me
I'm
drop
just
the link
calling for.
because you need more
I'm
help. You need more
I'm
help.
just
Oh,
calling it
Miss
for what
Parker
it
up here.
is.
My bad, Miss Parker. I didn't see you back there. What it do, Miss Parker?
Hey
Hey, Miss
there, how you
Parker.
doing? Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Music need help, Miss Parker.
Okay, so from testimony, what I read, the research that Milagro had been doing, and just common sense, I'm gonna tell you how the event unfolded. We already know that they all were at the pool. We all know the components of who were there at the pool when the night ended. When the night ended, Tory told his driver to take Megan home because they already knew he was trying to dip and you. Megan is knowing going. He's also sleeping with the both of them. So she comes back, says she's not going nowhere unless you go. So now he got an attitude because you just effed up his plan. He sat behind her. Kelsey sat in the passenger side. EJ said that the gun was used, looked like a gun that he had seen. He didn't say it was Megan's. He had seen in a bag like Megan's when I've helped her clothes together for her to go to a venue or go to an event. Bag was happened. Tory wouldn't have. Tory admits it himself, I think now. If he wouldn't want to get involved with all these women, this would never happen. Because now this is my thinking. When they're sitting in the seat, Megan's sitting in the front, he's sitting behind her. Sitting behind. Tory, they're ignorant. Tory back there hating on now because you just my plan to go here and speak what you did, my friend. So he back there, you know, woo, because he feel like you have my game. I'm finna blow up your spot. He back there pumping her up, egging her on, and so now she getting mad. So now that's when they're having the altercation in the truck, arguing back and forth. And Megan is reaching over behind the seat, and she's reaching, and the driver stops. First time she gets out, she goes sits on the bench. He talks her into getting back in the truck. She gets back in the truck. They drive a little bit longer. She don't want to talk. The girl keeps saying, I don't want to talk about it no more. But Kelsey bring it up like, I had COVID. This is my talking. I had COVID. I had to go back home. You've been sleeping with this nigga. Woo, 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 woo. They get into it again. This time, she knows that gat is in the bag. She goes to grab it. It wasn't no intention or no infliction, but they all been drunk. They've been drinking all day. She grabbed it. He knew she grabbed it. He tried to hop out. When she walked around, the driver didn't see it. She walked around. She had already let off a shot. He went to grab her hand before she let off another one, trying to de-escalate the situation. That's what I think happened. Yes, I do believe she let that gun off.
So what you're saying is that Tory is not innocent. He just ain't shoot Megan.
No, he's not innocent because this all wouldn't have manifested if it wasn't for his lust for women. But he's also a problem child. He's also a problem child with several firearm charges in different states. So that's not credible. That's not in his favor. So it's like, okay, don't think the courts is not going to tell you they're not looking at all of that. They are, but they're not going to tell you that because they can't be, they can't do that. But it's like you've been slapped on the hand all while you've been an entertainer with gun charges. You've never sat down. This wouldn't have started if it wasn't for you. Kylie Jenner not happy because she ended up on the stand. This ended up at her house. She can testify that this all manifested from you trying to get with me, but then you knew you were sleeping with two other women in here. And all y'all got drunk and you were reckless. You were reckless with a gun. You were reckless with a firearm. Yes, I do believe she should have been penalized with him. Does he deserve 13 years? No. 4 or 5, do 2, probation for 5. Yes, because I think that's his issue. He has an anger issue. He's never been sat down. He's never been disciplined. He be on this guy body, but then he's full of hell a lot of times. And don't get me wrong, I'm not for either one.
All right. Like, so let me ask you this. What charge do you think he's guilty of?
Handling a firearm just as well as she is. And she shouldn't have never got immunity. But like I said, she went interrogation already knowing that what it was. And he was scared when he made that call her hospital.
You're breaking up, Miss Parker.
He wasn't scared. Can you hear me now?
You shaking. You was doing good for a minute. Say something again.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get. Hold on. I'm trying. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I think that when he made that call to the hospital, he already knew he wasn't guilty of the crime or the act in itself. He was in fear because he can't be around firearms. He know he going to jail. That's why I think that he was on Kelsey like, is she okay? Did y'all tell her it was glass? Because he cannot be around firearms. It wasn't that he knew he didn't let it off. And then someone that, I'll say this, someone was on the phone with him and his dad, and he indirectly explained a lot of what happened, and word got back to me, and the way he's saying the scenario and listening to the evidence and me putting two and two together to know that he was back there egging that girl on, it just made more sense. Because he's childish like that. He just seems like he's childish. Like he got, well, yeah, he's got, what is it? What's the little short syndrome? What do they call it?
Miss
You
Parker,
guys,
I'm not doing this with you today,
yeah.
okay?
No, but you got to realize all of that. So this is why I say this, because everything is dealing in emotion. All this was a bunch of people's emotions all in the air. They've been drinking and they let out their emotions. Yeah, he got short man, whatever it's called, polo, whatever the syndrome is, he does. So he tries to hit on every woman. He tries to hit on every woman. Well, it backfired on, no pun intended, but it backfired on you this time. I don't like 13 years. I don't like you're doing it by yourself. What I really don't like is how Megan, you got back in that vehicle after this happened. Now all of a sudden they're saying you're scared to come to court. Why are you scared to come to court? It's a bunch of law enforcement in there. The judge is in there. You act like he can jump over a counter and do something to you for one. But if you were so scared, why'd you get back in the vehicle that night? You got back in. Y'all were getting ready to go. The police was called. So it's like you letting your team manipulate you off of the dollar, but you don't realize you destroying a black man. Either way it goes, it's just an all screwed up situation that could have been avoided, because you either got fans that hate or love you because of what you did. Now you're talking about he should have the highest ground of prosecution. He should be convicted of the highest sentence.
Yeah, said because he don't got no remorse or something along that line. I can't remember the words.
Yeah,
Hey,
but see,
I'm finna drop down, but I just want to say Miss Parker took the words and everything that I was trying to say out my mouth. She's 100% right. I think she was motherfucking there, goddamn. But I'm finna drop down. I'm still listening.
All right, music.
okay, nice menu music, but I really believe that there's accountability on all three ends. I feel
Okay.
like she's accountable for her fallacious lifestyle she was living. You slept with your friend's friend, and you knew that they were what they were, and you did it behind her back. Then she finds out. Now she in her feelings. Both of y'all are dealing with a philanthropist when it comes to passing out the penis. He has no problem. I mean,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
it's just a no win for any of them. But do I feel he should have went to jail for that type of time, or going to jail, or the court should have even had gotten this point? No, I don't. Do I think he needs to sit down? Absolutely, because he's never learned this lesson. I do feel that there's a lack of accountability. But who is she to sit there and say he should be prosecuted to the highest and get the most time? Who are you? You ain't no angel. You was out here screwing everybody in the industry at the time. You was the pass around. And it has nothing to do with the jury. Don't get me wrong, it has nothing to do with the court. But my thing is, let's not try and be so self-righteous now when you was out here doing everything. But not only that, why are you trying to throw a black man even low under the bus even more than what he's already getting ready to be thrown?
So let me, play the devil's advocate though, because in the court of law, she's a victim. Something did happen to the point she had to go to the hospital, and
She
all
is.
victims do impact statements. You know what I'm saying? So why is it different for her? Any victim, and let me just clarify, any victim, no matter what you do in life, is entitled to your feeling and impact statement. But what makes Megan Thee Stallion different? Because she is a victim of whatever happened, whatever. Why do you think some people are looking at it differently than other victims?
Well, for one, because well, let me say me. I'm not a go, go Tory, go Megan. I'm with what seems how I wouldn't say legally, but what seems ethically appeasing that
Mm-hmm.
would have everyone, be like, okay, I can deal with this. I'm not discrediting her situation or her feelings. I just feel like we're not gonna do this, Megan. You got back in the truck with that man. Now all of a sudden you fear for your life and you don't want to come to court and he should get the highest sentence. But you got back in the truck with him that night. Not only that, people, let's not forget, she the one got on IG and done spilled the beans talking about I spared you, I did this. So you wasn't gonna say nothing anyway.
But
You
hold
weren't gonna
on,
say
didn't he do it
anything.
first? Hold on, didn't he do it first though? If I'm not mistaken.
No, she did something.
You in
She
the
did.
matrix again. You in the
Everybody kept
matrix.
asking her.
Hold on, Miss
Hold
Parker, you
on.
in the matrix.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix it.
Okay. All right, because this is what they got while you doing that. They got here that on in October 2020 Instagram live video claiming the victim was pushing a false narrative. So that's their first after he got charged is that live video. Let me see.
Okay, am I still glitching?
Now I can hear you now. Now, so let
No,
me ask you
but
this.
no.
They said October 2020 is when Tory Lanez went live, basically bashing Megan Thee Stallion about this case.
Because that's when
On
she
top of
switched.
okay,
Remember,
so
she went live. She went live like 2 weeks after it happened now. Because
and
everybody
said
kept
what?
asking her. And she said, she's like, I wasn't gonna say nothing. I spared you. And now I see you trying to say things sneaky. She's like, but you shot me. But here's my thing. You didn't say nothing for weeks and you kept saying I spared you. So you was gonna go along with the get along if no one would have said nothing to you, or if it wouldn't have brought attention to Nationwide or TMZ's the one that rang the bell. TMC wouldn't have rang the bell, and the I don't know where they were, what county they were in, or were they even still in Calabasas. But had that law enforcement and TMZ not gotten a hold of the coverage and they would have kept this quiet, you weren't going to say anything. You were going to remove yourself from the situation. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not discrediting her victimization. I'm not. But we gonna be real about this. And while we being real about how you once were and you switched up, we also need to consider that this is still a black man. And baby girl, you've been added harshly. Carl Crawford, Jay Prince, now this. You really be trying to persecute men of power. Because the way she did Jay Prince, it's like you got a lot of gall. You just now in the game. So it's like you really trying, and I'm not an alpha male, but I'm also not one to tear down my people, especially my men, because they already have they already have a bad image as it
But
is.
even if they at fault,
You said even
because
if what?
even if like I said, I don't know about the shooting because I got to really listen to the
He
walk
at
through the
fault.
trial.
No, Vicky, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he shouldn't get. No, he should get something. 13
Right.
years? No, I don't see it. 5, do 2, get out, be on probation for 3 or 4. I can see it, but I also feel like Chelsea should have been held accountable some kind of way. She
Right.
should
I'm
not have been
thinking
able to
that's a
get
lot of
immunity.
people's issue. I think a lot of people's issue is that Kelsey got immunity in no time. I think that's the
That's
biggest issue.
Yeah, that's my issue. It should have been, it wasn't all fair game. But like I said, we have to backtrack. Circumstances and situations start at a pivot. He shouldn't have been trying to get with all these different women, and he wouldn't be in this situation. This all manifests with him. Should he get this type of time? No. But this is all your fault. You started this, no matter what people say. You cannot convince me no different. You cannot be like, oh, he was trying to get a piece of butt. No, you started this. This never would have occurred had you not been doing all of what you were doing.
Now Lamar got a good point. Lamar said they're going to give him time for slanging dick. That's not a crime. That's true. It's not a crime.
It's not a crime, but either way it go, he's not supposed to be near a firearm. He was already
right.
having a court case in Miami. That's what I'm saying. He has been had his hands spanked ever since he's been in the music industry about firearms, letting them off, shooting them off. Went to Canada, let it off. Miami, let it off. So that's not what I'm saying. He already knew his what he could and could not do. He already knew what he was up against as far as when it came to firearms. He knew. So that's my thing as to why I feel he should get time. And he knew it. That's why he called that girl while she was in the emergency room. He wasn't worried about no story as far as a gun going off. He wasn't worried about the pow pow going off. He was worried about the fact that let's say it was a backfire of a muffler or something, and she got cut with glass because he can't be around firearm. Now, whether or not he even knew the firearm was in there, that would be really messed up because it was in a bag. So he may very well not have even known that it was in there. But question your surroundings. That was your truck. That was your driver. So that doesn't look in your favor as well because you let them in there with a bag into your vehicle. And
Gotcha. What
knowing
it do,
you,
Lucille?
hello.
What was up, Nikki? This Philly. Philly Witherspoon, baby.
Oh, what's up, Philly?
Hey, babe. Listen, the only thing I have to say about the Tory Lanez situation is, everybody's want to fault Megan. At the end of the day, what if y'all got shot? How would you feel? This is your friend. Whether she was sleeping with him or whatever, he shot
But
her. What
okay,
is wait now listen wait a minute, ma'am. I listened to you talk. Okay. Who's to say what gunshot when he was shooting in the air, so y'all say he was letting off the guns, the rounds? What if that's the ones to hit her? Either way it go, he was wrong.
I never said he wasn't wrong for one, and I never faulted her. You got to listen to
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying. I
have. You
never
said
faulted.
because you said both of them should go to prison.
I said
Both of them need some
Kelsey. I
time.
said no, 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 ma'am.
Right,
I
but
said Kelsey.
I'm getting ready to get to Kelsey too. I'm getting ready to get to Kelsey too. They going to Chris Jenner's house. Why would these girls need a gun? Tell me why. They got security everywhere. They don't need no protection at no Chris Jenner house. Tory
That
was
ain't it.
out.
Have you ever seen when it was COVID when Megan would be at the pool at her house? You ever not see that there was firearm around her house?
We
She
said
she
Chris
she was
Jenner.
known.
Now
We
I'm
didn't
not.
he's
say
Callie. Wasn't it
Chris Jenner.
Callie?
He brought.
I think it's Callie's house.
I'm going off of what EJ said now. I'm going off testimony of EJ now. EJ was her assistant for years. I'm going off
EJ
what
said he's seen something. He never said a EJ, please read it back. EJ said he's seen something. He never said it was a firearm. He said they asked him, "Have you ever seen her with a firearm at a point?" And he said yes. He didn't say that night. That's where everybody's getting it mixed up at. He never said that night.
but
I
where
love
am I
Tory,
faulting?
and I
Okay,
hate the fact that he did
but
that.
I'm not. Where
You
am I
know,
faulting her? I didn't fault her. I said this is what I don't like she did.
you
Don't
said
bash.
that
No, don't bash the man.
she should not. You said she should not ruin a black man's life. But the thing is, to be honest,
By saying
Tory ruined
maximum.
his
By
own.
saying maximum. He did. This is
Okay,
what I'm
listen.
saying.
If
By the
I get shot,
maximum.
Hold on, y'all, because I'm trying to
if
keep up
somebody
with what
shoot
y'all saying. Hold on. Okay.
if somebody
I
shoot
can't
me,
keep up.
I have the right. If somebody shoot me, I have the right to say whether I want the maximum or not. I have the right. If he on there tormenting her, why shouldn't he get the maximum? He did start he tried to steer the narrative that she didn't get shot, saying that how did she get shot if it didn't hit her? He started it first. He could have left it alone and it wouldn't have went this far.
Mm.
So you're
So
trying to say that Kelsey had nothing to do with it. Because now you
I do
taking
not
Kelsey out
believe.
the
Listen,
equation.
listen. Why is we are always trying to say the friend is the one is the shooter? Why can it not be that he did it? You know what I mean? Why is it so impossible that
I didn't
man
say
shot
he
that
did.
girl? So why are you
He
saying that the girl did it?
Because they're the ones that got into the altercation in the car, and the bag was underneath her
Okay,
seat, and the bag was the same type of
what
bag as hers. I'm not saying
okay,
that
because the
one
bag was
over the
underneath
other.
her seat. That means there was a gun in there.
Pretty much, I do believe that. That's my opinion. I do believe it
Okay,
was.
that's your okay. That's your opinion,
I do believe
but
that. But I got up here and
where's the
said how
evidence?
I think. But I got up here and said how I think. I said looking at the evidence, listening to Milagro go to court, reading, hearing about a phone conversation that was had between him, his father, and someone else that I know on a three-way, and logical sense. My derivative, what I feel like happened. I didn't say facts,
That,
this. I wasn't in court. I said this is how I feel it happened.
okay, can I ask
And
you a
I feel like
question?
those two, I do feel both of them should be accountable. I'm not saying Tory
Let,
innocent because all this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him starting it.
may I ask a question? I like a debate. So you telling me that men today call the other woman and say, please, I'm so sorry, I slept with your friend. Please tell me what friend you know, because I done been around 52 years old. I ain't met one man yet to call and say, I'm sorry for sleeping with your friend.
I don't have.
I get that, but why was you sleeping
Huh?
with her friend? Why was you sleeping with her friend?
It don't,
That's the whole
why
thing.
was
You
he
knew that.
sleeping with? Why would he sleep? Why would he sleep with her? It's two people. Why would he sleep with her? We
And
keep
you
saying
right
why would
about
Megan,
that.
but why would he even? You know what I'm saying? So we
And so
got to
that's
look at
why
it
I
on
said,
both
and that's
ends.
what
You know
I
what I mean?
said.
Both of
And
them was
I
wrong for
am.
sleep. Both of
And you're right. I am
both of
looking
them
at it
was
on
wrong
both
for sleep.
ends.
Both
Okay.
of
In the
them was wrong
beginning,
for
like,
sleeping with each other. Yes, I agree to that.
and I said when he went to that house and did what he did, it was all because of his penis. I put blame on the both of
Hmm.
them. You have to have restraint on both ends. You
Right.
know
So
that's
my
your
question to
homegirl
you.
boy, and you the one set
So
him up. But then you go to somebody's house and you trying to sleep with all three of them. You know that you slept with his friend. You know that you slept with her best friend. Now you're trying to pursue this woman. So yes, your penis got you in all of this trouble. But as my friend knowing this is who she like and this who she dealing with, and we all hang together, what I look like sleeping with her. So I'm not
she
saying
dead wrong for
it
that. I
ain't.
agree. I agree with that.
Music.
I
What
But
agree to
else,
that,
music?
ma'am. That's but my
But
question.
Hey,
but the whole thing, yes,
I
I
agree
believe
to
he kicked
that.
off the whole thing.
Hold
I
on, y'all.
believe that
One
he
second.
kicked
One
off the
second.
whole
One
thing.
second. What's up,
look,
music?
look, what they did in their personal life and all that has nothing to do with, the shooting, right? Now,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say this, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? We we can't forget about Kelsey diss track to Megan damn near 2 days after the shooting.
No,
Kelsey,
a diss track.
you didn't hear the diss track? Kelsey damn near
Yeah, you hear
insinuated.
that?
No, hold
Kelsey,
on. Let me
Kelsey
Yeah,
damn
find.
near,
yeah.
Kelsey damn near insinuated that she shot Megan. And then Megan say, "What happened
Okay,
to
I'm
your
gonna be in
chain?"
noise really quick. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna drop down. I enjoyed y'all, and I'm like you. I enjoy a good debate. So it ain't never nothing ever
Yeah.
personal. You get back up here, you talk to me
Right.
again. I love the debate because you can agree to
For sure.
I
disagree
do
and
too.
still walk away from it with knowledge and still know more than what you didn't know. So I appreciate it, but I'm being a lot of noise, so I don't want to be in noise and be up here on your panel. But thank you, Mickey.
Thank you, Miss Parker. Appreciate you.
All right, Miss Parker. Yeah, but we got to talk about that though.
All right, Miss
Why
Parker.
I
would
never heard of it.
Okay.
why why would
Listen,
Kelsey
I understand that this
make it?
track. Listen. But all of them was making this track. You can't just point out Kelsey.
Yeah,
Everybody was making this track. Nobody
but
really
Kelsey
knows
dropped
what
the
really
diss track
happened in that.
first.
Kelsey,
Kelsey
listen, Kelsey dropped one,
Kelsey dropped the diss
and
track
Tory dropped
first.
one, and Megan
Okay,
dropped one.
Hold
but
on,
why
Everybody
hold
is
on,
dropped
hold
Kelsey
on,
one.
y'all.
dropping
Hold on,
one?
hold on. Let's
Why
listen to
is
it real
why
quick because I had
why is
never heard
Kelsey
of it.
dropping the diss track? Why is
So let's
Kelsey
listen to it
insinuating
so
Okay,
like she
everybody.
damn near was the
when
one
they
that shot
beefing,
Megan?
okay, what when they
Hold
beefing?
on.
Because man, everybody do it. You know what I'm saying? King Von did it. You know what I'm saying? Who shot so and so? It's just expression. You know what I mean? You can't take
Yeah,
that expression
Hold on,
for
hold
what it
on, hold on,
really
hold on, y'all.
is.
Hold
That's
on.
all
Let me
I'm
play it real
saying.
quick. Let me play it real quick, then we get back to it. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. Who I'm taking
who
shots at?
shot you?
Bitch,
You
I'm
got
running.
damn
You
it.
talking to that same bitch that crashed that boat on 42.
That's a
It's a shame we here
question.
today. Truth be told, it's cause of you. Couldn't control
Come
your
on,
little
man.
feelings. Look what dick is costing you. It was all good, yeah. About a week ago, shout out Bobby's murder, but this bitch is really cheap. If I was the one with the gun, you would've heard about a murder. Said her back was turned, but that girl know who really hurt her. Never been a jealous friend, and the people really know it. If you would've kept it solid, then I would've been told it. See, I really thought I knew you, thought that you would keep it G. If you wanna talk gangster, bitch, I'm really from the street. Imagine lying to the DA saying I took some hush money. Put a muzzle on your friends, y'all acting like some crash dummies. Got my chain snatched? Damn, here you go lying. Yeah, A-list celeb, you doing too much trying. Where I get this money from? Bitch, you knew I was a hustler. Way she did 1501, shoulda knew I couldn't trust. Protect black women, huh? But you sending threats to me. Damn, I thought that you was solid, now the jokes on me. Damn, I ain't wanna have.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
what did she say? She shot her. She did. She said,
And
"Who shot you?" She said,
no,
"If I would have shot you, it would
no,
have been in the news." She did not say she
man,
shot her. She said, "If I would
of
have."
course she not gonna come out and say she shot her, but who shot you is just like a subliminal, like when Biggie said, Biggie told Pop, "God damn it,
Like
I
that's a
ain't shoot you,
question. You don't know
but
who
who
she was.
shot you?"
She was trying to say who she was. It was a question. That's what I'm saying, sir.
Why
It
would
was
she
a
ask
question.
who
She
shot
didn't
her if
say
she
she shot
already
her.
know? Why would she ask who shot her if Megan claimed she already know who shot her?
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. How many your friends, if you slept with that girl, that they gonna grab a gun and shoot you? How many of your friends? I like to know. I mean, because if you can convince me of that, then I'm all for it. We crucifying
Uh,
Melly over
well,
here saying he shot his
well,
friends. Come on now.
well, I can tell you a personal situation where someone is dead for that right there.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
I just told you I ain't going in
I'm
details,
listening.
but somebody is
You
dead for
said
doing that.
someone is dead. You said
Yes, a
okay.
friend killed
So
another
is a
friend for
friend
the same
a
shit.
friend?
And
Oh, okay.
it's a lot of people
And it was a
that get killed
female.
for sleeping with their people boyfriend and
It was a
girlfriend.
female.
Man,
I'm
listen,
gonna
we
say
ain't doing
that's
all that.
true. It do
We
be.
ain't
I
doing
mean,
all
I know
that. It's a
some.
lot of people get killed for sleeping with people, boyfriend and girlfriend. It ain't the fact that, oh, I just want to kill. It be the rage and upset that make you do the shit. It ain't like, come on now, think about this shit. Motherfuckers, Kelsey was getting her ass beat by Megan. She probably ain't want to shoot her. Kelsey ain't gonna want to shoot her over no Tory. But the reason why she done shot her ass because Megan beat her ass. It wasn't about Tory. It's about she got her ass whooped.
So let me
Come
ask y'all
on.
this then:
If
Did the
Megan know who
defense
shot
team
her, why
bring
would
that
she
up at
ask Megan who
trial?
shot you?
The defense
Huh?
team bring that up at trial?
Bring what up?
The Kelsey theory.
They didn't. They kind of, like
No,
I
they didn't
said,
even bring it up.
Mm.
They
the
never brought it
witness
up.
mentioned it, but they never really touched on it. And
Mm.
think about
His
it.
defense
If
team. Listen, let me tell you what got.
Megan,
I'm gonna tell you what got Tory. So I'm gonna tell you what got Tory. I'm gonna tell you what got Tory. The defense team put the nail in the coffin when they put that man on that stand and said the little guy was shooting everywhere. They put the gun in his hand. That's where they got Tory at. That's exactly where they got Tory at. If they would have kept the gun out of Tory's hand, Tory would have had a
but
fighting
didn't
chance
he?
because it would have been he
Didn't
say
he
she say.
also say the? But didn't he also say the woman
It don't
shot
matter
too?
where he listen. This is
He
what
said
y'all.
the
This is
woman
what y'all
shot
missing
too.
the point. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm telling you. The girl was not on trial, so it don't matter what the girl did. It's what Tory did, and everybody
I
missing that.
under,
It's
I
not what Tory.
understand
It's
that
not what Kelsey did. It's what Tory did. So with Kelsey, they should have brought charges if they felt like Kelsey. But at this time, this is Tory's case. This is not Kelsey's
because
case.
they
And
because
Kelsey,
they targeting him.
He got you there. I mean, she got you there, music though. That's
Nah,
true.
but just because they didn't bring Kelsey on trial, that don't make her innocent. Like she said, the
I did
man
not
said the
listen.
woman
What
shot
I said,
too.
I didn't say she. I never said Kelsey was innocent. What I said was this is Tory's case. What got Tory was his own witness put the gun in his hand. Tory was not supposed to. I mean, even if he was, and who's to
Really,
say
you
when
cutting
he was
out.
shooting that gun didn't ricochet in her foot?
We ain't
Okay,
heard nothing of what you said just
I
now,
got
You
music.
can't sit and say he's not getting. If you want to break the fight, break it up. You don't grab no gun. Point blank.
Mm. What about?
Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey, I got I got a question for Mickey.
What's up?
If you fighting a motherfucker, right?
Uh huh.
So if you fighting your home girl and then a nigga shoot you, right?
Uh huh.
Is you coming on Instagram the next day dissing your home girl talking about what happened to your chain?
No, I wouldn't fight my homegirl, but let me think of it as if I would. Nah, I wouldn't.
Your homegirl did less damage. And actually, people said the big girl beat the little girl. So you won. So why would you be dissing your homegirl and it's a whole nigga that shot you? She didn't diss Tory until damn near got ready for the trial. Damn near.
Well, no, because hold on now, because I was told that Megan started attacking Tory like 2 weeks after the shooting.
But that's after Tory already had came out popping his shit. She started attacking Kelsey first, and then Tory started doing his little subliminal.
Y'all timelines be freaking all over the place. So hold on.
She
So
attacked Kelsey first and said, "What happened to your chain?" Right after this happened, she didn't go at Tory Lanez until Tory Lanez started shooting subliminals.
so he did start with that first.
Yeah, he started popping his shit. But you know, they probably was behind the scene, you know what I'm saying, going at it. You feel me? It wasn't on social media. But on social media, she was going at Kelsey first about the chain. That's why Kelsey dropped the diss track damn near a couple days after this. That's why Kelsey say, "How the fuck you gonna be talking about where my chain at?"
Mm.
So why would she be so mad at Kelsey and it's a nigga that done shot her? She didn't have the same energy for Tory until Tory said something. And then she switched it and said, oh, because everybody was saying, well, why you saying something now? Oh, because I didn't want him to go to jail. I was scared that they might do this and that. All this, not because, goddamn it, now you in your feelings now, because he's saying something. But before then, you weren't saying nothing about Tory. You was talking about Kelsey. But if
Right.
Tory shot you, why you ain't going that fucking Tory? Fuck Kelsey.
So let me ask you this, music, because I actually agree with Philly on what she was saying. I get the whole Kelsey theory, but nobody has proven that Tory Lanez is innocent of the charges.
But
All I'm
okay,
getting
put it
is
like
that
this.
he shouldn't have been the only one charged. And it's not
Okay.
uncommon for somebody that's involved in a crime to get immunity to tell on the other person.
But just because someone else was found guilty of a charge, do that make them guilty?
I mean, in a court of law, it does. That's why I was
I'm saying,
asking, like,
but if you look at the symbols in the court, the scale is uneven. It already tell you right there it's not
oh my
equal.
gosh, music. But listen,
The,
music.
the scale is uneven.
So how about this though? Even in your story, it still didn't make Tory Lanez innocent.
Because like I said, if to me with the gun possession and all that shit, go give them that. But we talk about the actual shooting of Megan though.
Mm.
Like Philly said, that dude said Tory was shooting wild in the air and shit, but he also said Kelsey shot first.
But she got on me. Hold on. Let me see the update. Tory Lanez has not yet been sentenced for shooting Megan. We just got out of court and everyone is due back at 1:30 p.m. We'll hear argument from prosecutor, 10-minute estimate from Alex Bott and Lane's lawyer, 20-minute estimate from Jose Bays. Then Harry Ford will rule. What time is 1:30? That's an hour and a half away. Okay, go ahead. I thought it was a verdict. Go ahead, though.
All I'm saying is, damn, it was evidence shown and testified that both shot. So why is we gonna crucify Tory just because he was the only one that was put on trial?
But this is the thing, though. Like, I get where you're coming from that notion, but she got immunity. So even if I'm gonna give it to y'all, okay? Say she did actually like pop it off, right? She got immunity. That's not uncommon for that to happen. To testify
Nah,
against, Tory
nah.
Lanez. Now, this is my thing though, because if a witness is saying that he was seen shooting in the air, that's what this charge is right here. Then we already established the carrying of the weapon, right? And then the assault. Matter of fact, what did the assault? I feel like those two could go hand in hand. To be honest, uh, shit.
I feel the assault got to be took out. That man ain't assault no motherfucking body, man.
But listen, this is the kid, and this is me playing devil's advocate. Y'all know I'm good at it. One of the stipulations for assault could be shooting in the direction of the victim. He's wildly shooting. He don't know where he's shooting at. That's where the damn discharge of a firearm come from. Who's to say one of those bullets didn't go towards Megan?
Fuck
I
it.
get y'all. Maybe he
Fuck
didn't
it.
shoot
Fuck
her.
it. Lock his ass up there. But what I'm saying, hey, because I'm sick of this shit. But what I'm saying, listen, but this how I feel. I feel like I get it. That's why I say like for the other charges, but I feel like it was too much evidence pointing towards Kelsey for people. Like I'm talking about us as the people, not necessarily the law. Us as the people to just be looking at Tory like, oh, you the one did it. If it's evidence showing that maybe Kelsey did it too. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I feel. Hold on, my phone. Shoot.
Because
Can
if
y'all
it
hear
was
me
two
still?
people, yeah, we can hear
Can
you.
y'all hear me?
Just say
Okay.
just say if it were two people in the room, right, and the female got passed out, was drunk, right, and she
Mm-hmm.
got took advantage of, right, sexual assaulted, right, but she don't remember who did it, but she think it was. She say she passed out. She don't know, but she got a good feeling it was this dude. But it was two people in there. So she don't even want to press charges against the other dude. She want to press charges against that dude because she got a feeling it was him.
But the thing is,
That don't make it right.
I feel you on that. But if evidence is provided to go with the charges, then it's in the courts at that point. This is my thing, right? That's why I say let's take the shooting of Meg Thee Stallion off, right? I read to you in California what assault could be considered. Based on your version of what happened, their version of what happened, he could still be held with that charge by shooting wildly.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I actually was listening to Tory Lanez this morning, him and that Chris Brown song. I'm not on either side. I'm only on the law side because I always look at these things from that standpoint. But I mean, I just don't see. I definitely see the outrage is more so that Kelsey got immunity and got off scot free per se, right? But that's in all cases though. So what it comes down to is that
No, all
what,
right.
huh?
Nah, and I feel it like I'm saying, like I ain't saying that, like I said, goddamn it, hey, nigga had that was his motherfucking gun and all the other shit. But I just feel like, man, motherfuckers be popping it, oh, he deserved this and he deserved that. But if both our hands was on that gun, both of us need to be charged.
I feel you. I feel you. But
That's all. You know what I'm saying? My aggression is for
you know
the
how it go,
people.
music. The first one to sign that paper. You know how that go.
Right, right.
So I mean, unfortunately, and then like I was saying yesterday, the call, and I'm actually about to play the call, but the call didn't help because it was open ended, meaning it didn't clarify what he was talking about or sorry for. However, it depending on who's listening can determine it can fit their story. It could fit him saying he was sorry for getting caught up with a love affair. It could fit him shooting Megan in the foot. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was too open ended. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just too much where it could be left for interpretation, and that I think that's the issue with this case.
Right.
So
Yeah. And with that call itself, goddamn, hey, lock his ass up, man. Fuck, cause he ain't even supposed to motherfucking call and talk like that.
that's a fact. Okay. I heard it for the first time yesterday, and I'm like, ain't no way he made that call. Ain't no way. But I'm gonna play it real quick, y'all. I think it's like how long is it? It's like 4 minutes, so I'm about to play it.
All right, I'm finna drop down.
Okay.
Tory?
An inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything y'all good.
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I said
TV.
Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Yo, bro.
to.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again. But, bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so, whatever, bro. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right. And that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know there's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this state, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
you're listening to Street TV.
I think I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When I got to the house, shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, I didn't even. I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
it's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Quan's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Juan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Quan and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get, because you know it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out. You know.
But like,
so
out is what? What you mean out?
it's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
Yeah, but like, niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her. But no, I'll let you know. Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just want to let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. You have 1 minute remaining for this call.
Get out of here, you guys.
You're listening to Street TV.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Hello?
All right, y'all, my bad. I had to walk off, get my food in the microwave. Hold on, let me see something. Billy.
Yeah, babe. I just want to ask this one question. Did not Biggie Smalls ask Tupac who shot you? Well, you know Tupac didn't shoot him. Wasn't that a song as well?
Yeah, I think that is a song. Isn't
okay,
it?
So why is
I think that is.
when Tupac got shot, Biggie asked the question, "Who shot you?" He was being sarcastic. So now that Kelsey said it, they're saying, "Oh, that's the reason that's her diss song saying she shot her." No, it's a song.
Yeah, and I think because what some people may not know is Kelsey baby daddy was part of 1501 Entertainment too. So it's like a deeper triangle shit going on with that shit. It's deeper than just the Tory Lanez thing with Kelsey and
Right.
Megan. I don't know if everybody knew that.
Yeah, Carl is his name.
Yeah, no, not him.
But
it was
no,
he don't even work there no more. I forgot what the dude name is. Her baby, who she got a baby with now. I don't know if they married. But yeah, he was part of it at that time. So I don't know, but when I listened to that song, it didn't stick out to me that she was admitting to anything, right? Now some calls, like I said, it's definitely open ended, where it can go on either side.
Okay, listen to what he said. He stopped himself. He was like, they can't. He was about to say they can't know it was me, but he stopped himself. If you go back and listen to the call, he paused. He was about to say they can't know it was me.
Now I'm gonna have to play that
But she
again.
said, yeah, play it again. He stopped himself.
Hold on, y'all. I might play that call again. Oh, don't tell me, did I exit out of it? All right, hold on, y'all.
This is a free call from
Tory?
an inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
No.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
Why what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I said
TV.
Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever,
Yeah.
bro. But regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When I got to the house, shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, I don't
Hold on, my bad. So hold on. Did he just say
Once you
what
get
was
to
this
the
even
end,
arguing about? He just like I thought he wasn't the one arguing. I thought it was the girls' music. Then they say it was the girls arguing.
they sure did, and he also said, "My actions. What actions are you talking about?
Mm.
What actions are
Yeah,
you talking about?"
yeah, cause I know Lamar gonna be like, dang, he ain't say he shot nobody, but he didn't say he didn't shoot nobody either. That's the
He didn't
problem.
even say. He didn't even say, "Kelsey, man, why you do that, man? They gonna blame me."
Exactly. I had stopped it because I heard that part. I'm gonna play the last bit of it real quick.
I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
like, but
Yes.
You want sugar as well?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't want to sugar. I want to make sure.
what hospital she's in?
You're
Oh,
listening
liquid
to Street
sugar or
TV.
regular?
I just told you.
What's the
Cedar
best?
Medical.
What's the best one?
Liquid is
Alright,
the best.
you ain't got Corn's number, right?
Yeah.
You ain't got my security number.
Juan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Corn and tell this nigga, bruh? You get a chance, bro. Just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I
There we
think
go,
we're
right
gonna
here.
try to because obviously, like the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get. Because it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is
This part right here.
already out.
But like out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. Megan's team is on top of this.
Yeah, but like niggas don't. There's no way that
You
Megan.
heard it? Niggas can't know.
No, what'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
You're listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her.
All right, so I got music said he coming because I got a question. What he mean? He's the only one that's gonna get the backlash, and Megan is big in her own right.
Wait a minute, but did you not hear him say when she said Mega's team is on there? And he said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Because niggas can't." And then you can hear him say no at the end of that sentence. I promise you.
Music, why you playing music phone us, man? Interesting. Let me see. I think somebody sent me Tory Lanez video. Hold up. All right, I'm about to play Tory Lanez live. God dang. 30 minutes. The live is 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to play in increments. Jesus. Hold on, this got music on it? Oh, no. Hey, Lamar, you can't find me one without the music in the background? I can't play that one. It got music on it. All right, let me go get my food. Music. Go ahead.
Hey, Miss Lucille, we finna fight.
Why?
Cause I see you going hard. You going hard against Tory Lane. Now I would say
I'm not
this.
going hard.
Go ahead.
I'm not going hard. I'm just sticking with the facts. I like Tory, but I also got to be honest. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference.
But okay, now he did say I'm the only one gonna get in trouble for this. So without him basically saying to me, he like Megan and them, y'all. He like Megan them. Megan ain't gonna get in trouble. Why would he say Megan ain't gonna get in trouble? He said when she
So
said
let
it's
me
on.
ask you a question. Why would you think he would? Why would he think he's gonna be the only one when there's 3 people in there? Anybody could have done it. I would have never made that statement
Because he
because
the
anybody
man.
could have got in trouble. No, it don't make a difference if you're a man. Anybody that's guilty is guilty, whether you're man or female. What are you talking about? There's another man in the car. Why would he say the driver was guilty? Why would he say he's gonna take the heat?
Because he know the job. Now come on now. We know the job ain't had nothing to do with this.
We
And
did
then
at this time. Listen, wait a minute. We talking about on this phone call. We not talking about what came out in the court. On this phone
right.
call, he don't know who could have been a suspect. So why would he say I'm gonna take the fall?
Because he
Come
know.
on now, we gotta keep it 100 now.
He basically
Gotta keep it 100.
telling.
Because if I
He
think everybody in the
basically
car, we all going down.
nah. See, a man ain't gonna do that. He basically telling Kelsey like, you good. I'm gonna be the one blamed for this shit.
But why would you think that? Why? Why would you think that?
Because I'm a man. Listen, the world
Listen,
treat a
I've been
dog.
around, man. I'm from Philadelphia. Listen, wait a minute. Ho. I don't know where you from. I'm from Philadelphia. Hard part of Philadelphia, okay? Ain't no man getting ready to call and say, I'm going to take the fall for this. No. I don't know. What? Come on now. I'm street like everybody else. We going to keep a buck.
I done did it.
Okay, you don't do that, especially when a shooting go, nigga. You ain't getting ready to put yourself. You ain't gonna incriminate yourself no way, no how when it comes to no gun. I'm a whole loud female. I don't give a damn if I shot motherfucker. See me shoot, nigga. It wasn't me. I'm not getting ready to tell nobody. I'm gonna take it. It's my fault. I'm gonna get nigga. We gonna fight this. We both wrong.
But
until you prove me wrong.
But see, I think you misinterpreted because he's not saying that he's gonna take the fall. He just saying when she say it's already on the internet, he's basically just saying I already know they're gonna blame me.
Why would they say that? Why would they say that? Why would he say they already gonna blame me? First of all, they didn't even. When that man said, when he asked that question, and I know you heard it like I heard it. because we all done heard this tape 1,001 times. Did that man not say when she said once she said that Megan's team is on it? He said they cannot know it's me. Did you not hear that?
I ain't hear that.
Okay, go replay that. And when she, because
We
as soon
don't.
as she said that, replay that, because I think people want to bypass that part.
What he said?
He said they cannot know it's me. They cannot know, not me. They cannot know. Basically said it's me, and then he went on to asking about his bodyguard.
I ain't hear that. I ain't gonna. And
Yeah,
then
please. No, before we can go any further, let's talk about that part. Go listen to that part and then talk to me about that part, because then it brings another question. Why do you not want people to know it's you? You locked up. They didn't say you shot her. They just said you got locked up. You could have got locked up for anything.
they say that he ain't say that.
Who said that he ain't say that?
And
Please play that damn tape again. I know what I heard. Please play that tape again.
in the comment section, they say he ain't say that.
What did he say then? When she said, Megan's team is already on it. And he said, what do you mean? She said, you know how it is. It's already out on some app. He said, but they can't know it. And then he stopped. And then he went on and asked about his security guard. Now get to that part. And tell me y'all don't hear that.
Nikki got to play it again.
Hold
I
on,
ain't,
my
Yeah,
bad.
please play that part. Please play that
Okay,
part at the
everybody,
end
hold
when he
on.
gets.
I'm over here eating my chicken. Hold on. Everybody go on mute real quick. Hold on, where is it? Mm, I'm coming as soon as I find it. I got too many things open. Where is it? God dang it. What's that? Alright, hold on. I gotta find it. I think I exited it out. I got too many screens open. Oh, here we go.
This is a free call from
Tory?
an inmate at LAPD jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 to accept the call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello?
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything. Y'all good?
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
You're listening to Street
I said
TV.
Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just so fucking drunk, nigga. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. That ass. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, bro. Like that ass, nigga. I'd never do some shit like that, bro. Just that, nigga, I was so fucking drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever,
Yeah.
bro. But regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this day, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
You're listening to Street TV.
I think it was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When I got to the house, shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, I didn't even, I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
it's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
You're listening to Street TV.
I just told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Juan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Corn and tell this nigga, bruh, you get a chance, bro, just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
I think honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get, because you know it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out. You know.
but like,
so
out is what? What you mean out?
it's on some app. You know, Megan's team is on top of this. So,
Yeah, but like, niggas don't. There's no way that Megan's on like the thing.
no, what'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the
You're
thing.
listening to Street TV.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her. But
yeah,
but no,
I'll
I
let
feel you.
you know.
Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just wanna let y'all know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I never did that shit if I wasn't that drunk, bro. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You have 1 minute.
All right. So before we get into it, let me give the updates. So according to Megan C, said Judge Harry Ford as prosecutors, if they're saying imposing 10 years instead of 13 years will endanger public safety. Okay. Deputy DA Kathy Todd said the 13-year sentence is appropriate. She cited the fact that Lanez wouldn't do full time under state law, only about 85%. Also says the judge did finally give an indication of where he's going. Though I caution that we shouldn't read much into it, he's looking at a law about dismissing extra enhancement. It says he shall dismiss unless doing would harm public safety. That's the update. All right. So as far as that call, I'm gonna tell y'all this. It goes more against him than for him, to be honest, because if all you did was have possession of the firearm, why did you say if I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't have did it? Did what?
But listening to that call, to me, he's not saying that if he wasn't drunk, he wouldn't have like shot. He said, I don't even move like that. To me, it sounds like he trying to let her know, look, man, if I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't even told her that I was fucking you, bro. Like, I don't even move like that. You hear me?
No,
Open-ended
I'm not gonna let you
statement.
say that. I'm not gonna let you say that because he said my actions. He spoke on his actions, not that I was
That was his
messing. He said I would have
actions.
never did that. That's out of my character. So that means that what he did during that situation was out of character.
Right. I don't usually tell when I be smashing chicks. That's out my
Good. So
character.
you smashed. So you let me ask you a question. You never smashed a friend before, and be honest.
Yes. And I ain't tell.
Okay, so stop. The question was, did you say yes? So did you go back and after you smashed that chick, and I'm pretty sure eventually they found out, did you apologize and say, I'm sorry that I never did that before? No. You moved the fuck on.
No, because I ain't never, I'm not admitting to nothing like that.
Oh, so see, there you go. So now what makes him any different? You ain't going to admit to it, so why would he even
Because,
on a jail call on that?
no, because you got to think about it, they was in the car
Why couldn't
arguing
he
about
make
it.
that? Why couldn't he say that when
Listen,
he got out?
because they was in the car arguing and and she was saying, oh, he ain't this and he ain't that. So he like, bitch, I smashed Kelsey. He hit her
Okay,
with a
I
low
understand
blow.
that. I'm not disputing that, sweetie. That's not what I'm disputing. What I'm disputing is why couldn't you have that conversation apology when you got out and said, "Man,
he
I'm
just
sorry.
because
I should have even fucked both of y'all." Why would you make that call on unless you were sorry about something else? Come on now.
because I need to talk to Kelsey ASAP to let her know. Listen, baby, don't move crazy towards me. Cause listen, I
Man,
don't
he
usually
ain't call
get
that
down
girl
like that.
baby. He called her
Cause listen,
dude.
what,
He
listen,
said, "Dude, man, dude."
nah, cause listen, when I get out, I might need to slide over Kelsey motherfucker high. Shit.
Man,
You so
listen,
full of
if
shit,
you
music.
listen, come on, we gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I like Tory just like the next person, but at the end of the day, the what he said is what he said. You can't take it back. You can
But
interpret it
but
however
but
you
but
want, but
that's
at the
not
end of the day, it
admitting
still
though.
come
He
out
just
smelling like
insinuating.
that.
But at the end of the day,
Huh?
we just insinuating. We guessing. We don't even know if that's what he's saying though, because he didn't fill in the blanks. To be
That's the
honest,
problem. Bam, I'm glad you said it. That's
right?
the
Right,
problem.
that's
It can go against him and for him. He ain't admit to nothing, but he didn't not admit to nothing either. So again, it was utilized by the prosecution against him. Why didn't the defense come back with a theory of another way?
Because the way he said it, the way he worded his
Not
words,
you turning into a Bugs Bunny the way.
because the way he worded his words, it allowed them to
listen, let
manipulate
me
either
ask you
way.
a question. Do you think, and honestly, do you think if Tory would not have got locked up, that he would have continued on with the story that Megan did not get shot? Can you answer that question for me?
Megan didn't get shot. That was glass.
Huh?
Megan didn't get shot.
Oh,
That was
okay. So
glass.
the doctor lied.
Yeah, you know, the
So what?
motherfuckers lie all the time.
Oh Lord, not the doctor line, Lord.
The motherfuckers lie all the time, man.
Man, listen. This is just to be real. Just to be real, man. Music. Let's cut bullshit right now. Let's cut bullshit. When you ever went to jail, at least to the county?
Yeah.
All right. When you make your first phone call, okay, what you gonna say?
I wanna speak to my son.
Okay, and then what you gonna say? Then what you gonna say? Say what you in jail for a situation that involve people that you fuck with. So what you gonna say after that?
You stay that involved with people that I'm having sex with?
Or yeah, a friend, a
Nah,
girlfriend.
I'm gonna call. I'm be like, listen, baby. First off, I'm explaining it. Listen, baby. I ain't even. This shit ain't even supposed to go like just like he did. I would have been doing the same shit.
That's
Because
bullshit.
I got listen. Because I gotta get a understanding with her to like, look, baby, I'm sorry. Without even, look, hey,
So music, honestly, you wouldn't have been like, yo, why y'all was on that bullshit last night, man? Y'all know I was fucked up. You
nah, I
understand
most
what I mean?
definitely
In the
would.
jail cell.
I most definitely would say something like that, but I'm gonna also plead my case too to let them know, like, look, it's my fault that you know what I'm saying. I even brung y'all into this bullshit. This even happened, but y'all were tripping like a bit too, though. Y'all tweet, you know.
Right,
But he never
right.
said
You would
that
have
though.
narrowed down what you talking about. Come on, you can't tell me that audio said anything like that.
No, I didn't, but maybe he didn't want to incriminate them because the witnesses said that the girls was fighting though, right? If we gonna believe the witness say that he shot Wiley, why can't we believe everything the witness said? Why we only just taking a piece of it?
But see, that's
But
my
I do
point.
believe they for it. But I don't
Right.
believe she shot her. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna sit here and say Kelso shot that girl. I'm not gonna say that.
And see, this is my thing. I'm glad you said it, music. Let's take what all the witnesses said as a whole. The issue is the Tory side of this case, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
upset. Kelsey got an immunity deal, took the stand on Tory, and walked out that bitch freely. That's the problem. No Tory fan can prove or provide a situation where Tory would not be still sitting in jail, even if it wasn't per se shooting Megan. And I broke down what assault means. So, although it's being worded in the media as shooting Megan, it could assault means multiple things. That charge, right?
Right.
So, either way, it's not that Tory's innocent or none of that. It's just the fact that Kelsey was the one who got immunity and walked away. Right?
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask y'all this: if Kelsey shot Megan, right, and she got immunity, why come she didn't just get on there and say I shot Megan and walked away? They couldn't touch her.
And this is another thing. This is why I'm like, Kelsey, to me, looking at it, doesn't do too much justification for Tory differently anyway, because she got up there and still didn't. She basically was on his side.
She was on his side. But let me tell you why she didn't get up there and say that she shot even though she got immunity. And I just learned this from the Keefe D situation. Just because you get immunity in that state where you at, that don't mean another state or the feds can't come get your ass for what you said.
Right.
So she
let me
still
tell you
could be
something.
picked up.
Feds do not pick up.
Keefe D got a profit too. Let's remember that too. He got his is a profit, but still, this is, and I think this is what, like Lamar too, cause I see him in the chat, okay? And music, I think this is what y'all missing, right? Kelsey got on the stand and did more justice for Tory than anybody, whether she admitted to something she did or not.
Right.
She got up there basically helping Tory, right? So this is what I'm saying. She's not even included to what we at right now, regardless if she shot her or not. How is Tory Lanez, right, innocent of the charges that he got charged with? Even if he wasn't the one who shot her, based on the definition in California of what assault means for that charge.
Like Bubba say, man, get that bitch 40 years, man. Fuck it, man. Hey, listen, I'm tired of going back for this nigga. I don't even listen to his music. Fuck it. God damn it.
You leave and you try to regroup and you come back, but
Nah. With the charges though, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I just like I said, I ain't. My whole thing is, I just don't like how us as the people. You know what I'm saying? Just going at the nigga, and the whole shooter can be loose on the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if I was on the jury, I would have found her not guilty. Only reason why I would have found her not guilty is because I'm a street girl and I ain't sending no nigga to jail.
So why you trying to send him to jail on live?
Not that I don't think. Listen, we on live. We debating about it. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But I wouldn't have sent him to jail. Hell no.
Right.
Okay, tell him, Philly.
I got a black son myself. You know what I mean?
So Melly innocent too, right?
Free Melly, man.
Listen, I don't think Melly innocent. But I wouldn't put him in. I would not. First of all, he's 24 years old. I don't know what happened in that car, and I'm not gonna speculate. There's a lot of speculation going on, and until I really know, because the DA and the detective fucked it up, so you really don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? So right now, if I was on the jury, I could not convict him, putting the boy to death, and not really knowing if he really did it.
That's a good point.
You?
I still say, I mean, I feel like Tory Lanez didn't take the shit serious. Anything for clicks ass is Philly the jury from the juror from the Melly case. No, anything.
What you say?
They thought you was the juror
What they
that
say?
spoke out on the Melly case.
If I would have been on there, I would have. I sure would have. Because listen, I'm gonna tell all you young people right now. If you get on this stand, you find yourself in a situation where you might have done something, but it is the court of law to prove that you done it. If they go in there and they do it wrong, then you should walk. Now, if they do it right, that's a different story. You can't go in there harassing people to make them say what you want them to say. That's how a lot of false kids are now in jail. And wouldn't you want somebody to stand up for your kid or you?
That is true. Hold on, I'm trying to see, where is that? Oh, here we go, right here. For those who wasn't here earlier. Assault. This is
And
the
before people
assault
say it's
case.
2 kids that lost their life, you are absolutely right. I see people lose their life every day, but when you in the street code is different than any other code. If my right now, because I live in the street and I deal with the street, I cannot go and tell the police who killed my son. So I could not. I'm street. It's different codes to this.
Yeah,
And
that
if you're
is
not
true.
gonna live by the street code, get the hell up out of it.
You better get up out the streets now, right now, today. Okay,
Yeah,
today.
it's different. People don't not understanding that. Now, where old boy at? Do he not agree with that?
Oh boy.
Hey, nah, hey, I'm here with you. I'm here with you, goddamn it. Hey, I just need to know how long you been in the streets, goddamn.
Not too much on Philly. Philly been supporting me for a minute now.
Goddamn, Philly sound like she sound like she acting right now, shit.
Okay, Philly in the streets right now. That's why our damn service keep dropping. But all right, so for those who wasn't here earlier, man, let me just, reset real quick. All right, y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. We are sitting here. Hey, at first it was supposed to be a recap, then it turned into a debate. Music came up here and gave us one of his damn legendary stories of why Tory Lanez is guilty but not guilty. And that was fun. We had Miss Parker pull up and give us her insights. Then Philly came up and they had a debate, and then Philly stood on business with that call and even had music shaking in his pants. Okay. And the chat has been going up. Lamar is going back and forth with himself, I think, at this point. But he's saying, yo, free Tory, okay? So I appreciate everybody. We are still at recess. I believe they said they're back in court at like 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. So far we just kicking the shit. I mean, it's 3:49 p.m. Eastern, so that's about 30 so minutes away. We have yet everybody that came up that's on Tory's side. Again, I ain't on either side. I'm on the side of the law. Okay. The law and its little statutes. Per the statutes and per the information in the paperwork and what the fans of Tory like music's been saying, either way, even if he wasn't the one who actually shot Megan, right? The assault could mean any four of these situations. And one of the witnesses, and I believe, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, the defense own witness said that Tory Lanez was shooting wildly. And you see where this one says firing the gun at the victim, pointing the firearm at the victim. In my opinion, if someone is shooting wildly and someone testified it's in the direction where they saw the victim, wouldn't that fall under that assault music or no?
Did I be 40 years? Goddamn. Hey,
That's you on your fly
I
shit.
ain't taking up for that nigga ass no more, man. God damn, man. Nah, he most definitely you know, they got his ass in the chokehold. I just hope, he gets some time where he could get up out that bed.
Yeah, I really don't think they're gonna throw the book at him. I don't think
What's
so.
the max?
22 years.
And they was asking for 13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they asked for 13.
And what's the
And that's with
minimum?
the enhancements too. Hold on, let me pull that paper back up. Cause that's with some enhancements and stuff too.
What's the minimum?
So I believe it's 9, but let me verify because I said that on Clubhouse and the West Coast California people almost had a freaking heart attack saying that don't make sense. So let me see. Do they say what the minimum is?
Cause he done been locked up by the year, huh?
Hell no, he just got locked up in December.
So it ain't even been a year yet.
Mm-mm. It don't even say in here. What's the minimum? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So this is how they got to 13 years, okay? So they got 6 years is the middle for Penal Code 245. 4 years is the middle for Penal Code 12022. And 3 years for Penal Code 1022 for 13 years in state prison. Then they said as of count 2 and count 3, they recommend the midterm as to each count 2 concurrent to count 1. So no matter what they find, they want it to still align with this one. If that makes sense to y'all. So that's the breakdown. Now this is so that update that Megan, what did do Arthur said here? Said the people strongly believe that the dismissal of either enhancement alleged will endanger public safety and will not be in the interest of justice. The defendant brazenly fired 5 rounds, emptying his gun at a vulnerable victim. He did so callously, shooting a gun in a narrow residential street and in the early morning hours when most residents would be home asleep. The victim was left bleeding and injured and traumatized. And since that night, the defendant has waged a campaign to humiliate and re-traumatize the victim through his action and his words. Words have power, and the pen is oftentimes mightier than the sword. In this case, Daystar Peterson used both. Not content to have hurt the victim by the use of his sword, meaning gun, he also used his pen. His online posts for nearly 3 years have re-traumatized the victim. His online reach is worldwide, millions of followers plus casual observers, and the defendant's statements embolden his followers so that they too have been complacent in re-traumatizing the victim. He is responsible for the effect of his words and his action. So music, Lamar, y'all ain't helping y'all boy out.
Cause we vouching for him.
Cause y'all slandering that Megan is a liar.
Cause she is.
You
Shit.
ain't shit for that.
Them motherfucker won't even play her shit. Look, them motherfuckers won't even repost her shit on Instagram no more.
But so for those who are asking, that is where that 13 years recommendation is coming from. Lamar, you ain't shit either. So yeah, that's that.
They probably give him like 11.
Yeah, I always said 10. That was my number. Now, is he gonna have to do the whole 10? I doubt it, but I always said 10 seemed like where they would go with it. But yeah, that's what we got with it. So it is a video, a live of Tory's. Y'all want to watch the live that Tory put out?
When he was talking about Rock Nation and all that shit too.
It says Tory Lanez goes live and speak on shooting of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, play it. Shit.
All right, let's play it. Cause Lamar is definitely on Tory's side, and he's like, "Nah, free him. Play this, Mickey." All right, here we go.
All right. So there's some things that I just want to say today. I think that they're very important, and um, I know that there's been a lot of speculation about the things that I've been going through and how I've been dealing with them, and the insensitivities of just me not like talking when y'all wanted me to talk and saying certain things. And I just felt like I owed it to my fans and supporters of people who, when they look at me and they look at me as a role model, I owed it to those people as a person to just like give them some sort of transparency and some sort of accountability of certain things. I feel like, for those who don't know, for the last 3 months of my life, I've been in this place where You know, I've been bashed. I've been cut through, just people every single day coming at me. And it's crazy because the whole thing about it is like when this whole debacle or whatever you call it came about, the whole time it's like she knows what happened, I know what happened, and we know that what you're saying and what the alleged things and the alleged accusations of my name is are not true. It's falsified information. It's false information, and it's not accurate information. I don't ever want to come off like I'm here to bash this girl or I'm here to talk down about this girl or ever be at a place where like I'm disrespecting her, because to me as a person, she's still my friend. No matter what, even if she doesn't look at me like that, I look at her like she's still my friend. In the times that we were together or around each other, we've had nothing but joyous moments and good moments. So I'm not gonna sit here and bash her, but at the same time, it comes to a certain standpoint of me as a person where it's like, yo, do y'all want me to just sit here and just allow my name to be assassinated, my character to be assassinated, everything that I worked for to get here to just be assassinated for something that I did not do, something that the events that are being said are not even accurate and accurately being portrayed to everybody, the narrative that's being created or being created to make me come off like I'm some monster is now what I'm having to live through for 3 months straight of just people just coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. And it's like, yo, I'm not here to beg no sympathy from nobody. I've never been one of those people. I'm not a person that's sitting here like, yo, everybody feels sorry for me. Like, nah. Because at the end of the day, if I did what they're saying I did, then by all means, I would say the same exact thing about me. I say that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He doesn't respect females. He's a fuck boy, and that nigga deserves no respect. Period. I've never been a person that all of a sudden, you know, is everybody all of a sudden like, yo, he's this guy who doesn't protect black women, and he's this guy who. But it's like he's this guy who doesn't care about black women. That's what the narrative is now switched into, and certain things like that. And it's like, hold on, I need y'all to really back this up. When have I not showed out for black women? Every single one of my videos, the lead girl is black. From Say It to Love to now. Like when have I not showed love to black women? I made 5 chicks tapes about black love, about a black relationship, about a ghetto relationship at that. Like, you feel me? Like, when did I become this person? Like, my favorite song on the last chicks tape that I put out was Beauty in the Benz. And that was a record that with Snoop Dogg that I loved. And instead of me even being
I'm gonna say this real quick. Tory Lanez, let me tell you, I feel from this, he's very arrogant because all I'm hearing is more so me, right? And it sounds like it's probably about to be a whole video of me. That's my friend. I'm being slandered, but me. Instead of just saying, hey, me and Megan are cool. I sent her love and prayer during what she's going through, but I did not do any of the things I'm accused for. Peace and blessings. Bam. Get the fuck off live. What is all this extra stuff is? Music. Talk for your boy. Well, I mean, what is, and we only 3 minutes in. What's going on?
I'm saying he's what I'm saying because at mind you at this point, like he just letting it be known, like, man, I ain't got no problem with Shorty. Like, you know, I love Shorty. Like, we still should be friends after this, cause I ain't do it. Her homegirl Kelsey the one popped the ass, so I'm thinking we gonna be cool still, you know.
But
This
why is he going into, like, it shows the arrogance. Now, again, no, he shouldn't go to jail for being arrogant. But it doesn't help the situation when they're painting what's the word I'm looking for? Painting a picture. Cause look at this. If I pull excuse me, back up the document and we go back up, right? Not that one is pre-trial right here. You see that? Released an Instagram live video in October 2020 claiming that the victim was pushing a false narrative and repeatedly suggested that the victim was lying about being shot. As a result, the victim received intense harassment online from members of the public, right? So if we go back to said video, this is the video.
Right.
So why, even if you're innocent, even if you're guilty, why are you rambling on and on about the victim in your case or the potential? Because I know it was an argument on Clubhouse, shout out to different levels, where they said he did not know he was going to be charged for actually shooting at her or whatnot, right? Cool, but you know the investigation is open. Why are you on live for 30 minutes calling her a liar? Wouldn't you just get your lawyers to prove she's a liar?
I would say I think this live right here was you know, he was taking up for his character because at one point we was like, nigga, say something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and he wasn't saying nothing. He was shooting subliminals and she was catching them. But to us, like he wasn't really saying nothing.
But
So
that's even more reason. We ain't the one that got to do that time like right now. Like we ain't the ones there.
but
You
damn, is it wrong if I'm saying she lying? Is that against the law?
yes. If she's a victim in your case. Now he would have came on there and said, hey, I am innocent of what they charged me with. That's not slandering or causing any direct distress to the victim because you're just taking up for yourself. But to point blank refer to her and say that she's a liar, yes.
Hey, they gonna
That's
have
why most people that has a victim on their case, they have their lawyer speak. And even when a lawyer speak, they say these charges are, bullshit or whatever, whatever wording they use. He's so, to me, he's so rich to have made these idiotic mistakes, other than it shows his arrogance.
I think he felt like, man, this shit, I'm good. And see, that's why I feel like bro ain't do that shit. Because from the day one, man, think about this now. Just be real. You know you done shot some motherfucking body. All it take is for the person that was shot to say they did it. You hear me? And your ass liable to go away forever. Now, from the out the gate, this man been on some shit like, man, this bitch lying and y'all
Right.
finna see. You know what I'm saying? He never had no doubt or showed no sympathy with, man, damn, I fucked up.
Right.
That
I
right
mean,
there, that right there alone let me know that maybe he didn't do that shit, bro.
listen,
Because if I shot her, I'm not finna be going and carrying myself like this and saying like he was literally.
unless you're too arrogant and think you are above the law,
Nah, come on, man. Tory
man.
Lanez ain't. Come on, Tory Lanez ain't did enough shit to feel like that, man.
I mean, listen, I got another example. Let me get into this Lamar thing. Lamar. I said he wasn't in charge yet, but this is I might give the example I gave on Clubhouse. Okay, everybody follow me. If you shoot at a house, okay, you just shot into the house, you pulled off. You don't know if nobody hit, nothing like that. You get stopped. They take you to jail for possession of a firearm. That's what you're charged with, right? You get out, right? You're chilling or whatever. Are you gonna go on live or talk or call anybody or whatever and start saying you're sorry for being a part of the shooting into that house? Would you?
If
Would you?
nah,
Okay, so it's no excuse that he wasn't charged with the Megan shooting because he knew he was charged with a crime that stemmed from it. Same way if you shoot into a house, you don't know if somebody is hit. They pick you right up right after. You're not gonna say anything, right? Because guess what? Charges are always able to come later on. Now it's murder. Now you're gonna say, well, I didn't know I was gonna get charged with murder. Hell, you knew you shot in the house.
that's what I'm saying. Like the way he moved, it just gave me like, bro, they ain't do that shit, man. Because he ain't one thing about it. He might not be no gang banger, but that nigga ain't dumb.
He's dumb at this point. You know why he's dumb? Because he allowed his arrogance to prove fans and others online to now be possibly the nail in his coffin. Now, of course, he's gonna file an appeal, but you know that takes time. All I'm saying is this was dumb. Getting on that live, he should have let his money talk for himself and let his lawyers do his job. I'm not even rich and I'm not a celebrity, and I don't care what kind of case I take. I'm calling my lawyer on any charge, and I ain't saying nothing. Period. Because everything can and will be used against you in the court of law. And I think the logic to that, a lot of street dudes or not street dudes or whatever the labels these days is, they forget how you maneuver in the streets, how you maneuver in prison after your sentence is different than how it's maneuvering during the process. And that's period.
Right.
Somebody that has been found guilty, right? You are at that point able to say more about something because you're already found guilty. You got your shit. Now, if he came out now and said it's different, but why would you do that when you're freshly picked up? You don't even know what's going on. You call the girl, she said Meg's in the hospital. You don't know what's going on, and you continue to open-endedly say you're sorry. I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't drunk. Yes, that could have been either way, but it also could have been used against you. So I feel like his arrogance got him in jail right now, to be honest. Then let me pull up this paper, and I want to see what my pro Tory people, Music and Lamar, got to say about it.
I got another case for you too, and I been lit.
Okay, let me know, cause I'm gonna do the O Block one today probably. Right here. So while he still is dealing with this case, the August Alsina situation took place. Now that's on the paperwork.
Right. He tweaked for that one though.
But again, if the narrative that, now mind you, he done called Megan a liar, right? He for 30 minutes we ain't even finished listening to this thing, but he done said she's a liar, she's assassinating his character, right? But then you turn around while you're still on bond for the situation with her, you then get into it with August Alsina, right? They label you as aggressive and angry little person. So that still proves, or at least gives a notion that you're not to be trusted, because how can we now say Megan Stallions is lying, but you sat here and told us you are an angel, but you are now accused of assaulting somebody else?
Now see one thing, the argument about him. Hey, listen, I said I didn't shoot the bitch. I ain't say I ain't have an anger issue. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say I wasn't aggressive. I said I ain't shoot the motherfucker. I kick a
But
little
did he
ass every now
say
and
he
then.
didn't shoot him? But did he really say he didn't shoot him? Did the
He said,
words "I did not shoot Meg the Stallion" come out his mouth? Did
he
the
said
words
she
"I did not
lied.
shoot something that broke in and shot into her foot"? Because I put in the chat, if those are shards of glass, right? This is my theory. You wildly shooting because you're an arrogant little person that's drunk. You shoot something, it hits that got glass and it flies into her foot. You are still responsible for what? Her injuries.
Right, but he didn't shoot.
But then y'all say she didn't get shot. It was glass in her foot. You ever
Right,
shot something? You ever saw a bullet go into an object and how it breaks apart?
right,
So if it's glass, right? If you, let's say for example, it's a freaking headlight or it's a street light or a yard light, boom, the bullet hits it. How quick you think that shit gonna fucking fly all over the place and hit something? You think
but
it's gonna feel like an ant bite or it's
but
gonna
is
feel
that
like
is that
a bullet?
technically? But can you say he shot her then? If you know what I'm saying, because
But he's not charged with attempted murder. He's charged with assault. And
so
but you see what the definition in California of assault is.
right.
So that's my whole thing. Like, Again, I can't say if he shot her or not, but what I'm saying, the charges that he's charged with is plausible based off what was presented at his trial. Because guess what? If he did, right, shoot wildly in the direction of Megan Thee Stallion, even if he didn't actually shoot her, you see what it says? Pointing the firearm at the victim, firing a gun at the victim is assault.
Right.
So again, like I said, I think the argument or the disconnect, people are thinking of the charges that he got found guilty was actually having to physically shoot her feet, right? And I think without knowing what the definition of assault for that charge is, you won't get it. It's not about if he actually shot her. It's about, does any of these four situations apply? Then also, right, it's not about if Kelsey had something to do with it or not, right? Whether she did or not. If the evidence showed that Tory Lanez now had the gun in his possession that's unregistered in the vehicle, if they prove that he did shoot the gun in the direction of Megan Thee Stallion, if they prove that he was shooting shots recklessly, then all the charges are are there, even without Kelsey at all. I'm just saying, look, right is right, wrong is wrong. All I'm saying is Tory Lanez just, at this point, I feel like if anything, he has ineffective counsel. That's really what I think it's gonna come down to. I don't think he's innocent. Nothing he has said or I have heard that goes against this. The only thing that's pretty much clear is that he didn't actually shoot her. Like, he didn't point the gun at her feet per se and like send a bullet through her foot. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, but we need a petition for her ass to be locked up for lying.
But how, I mean, well, you know what? Music, you have been shot, right?
Right.
I mean, you know the feeling of being shot. So imagine, right? Matter of fact, have you ever, I know you probably have, but you know what's the bullets that break apart, right?
Talking about what? Hollows or something?
Hollow, you know they break apart. Even if you don't per se get shot by the bullet, a piece of that motherfucker have your ass jumping, right?
Right.
So although it wasn't per se a bullet, it fucking glass that's hot from a bullet coming flying at your fucking feet, and a motherfucker telling you to dance, bitch, dance like in Scarface and shit. Come on. Oh, Harlem Nights. I'm talking about Scarface. Thank you, Arthur. Look, all I'm saying, yo, I feel like at this point, the sentencing just got to be the sentencing, but he ain't helped himself. I just feel like the law and the evidence, even again, Kelsey basically helped him. Take her out of it. Take her out of it. Nobody, even on our little play debates, nobody proved that he's innocent of these charges. The only thing that everybody is saying, he did not shoot Megan, which is cool. But I just gave a whole nother example of what could have happened if it really was glass. And because it'd be some in the back, I've actually felt what it felt like before. So yeah, from experience. A little fun fact that you didn't know about Mickey.
Mickey been on the gun line.
You know, hey, this square look, you know, Wax say that shit all the time. Now I'm a square from Squareville, and I just go with it. But hey, non-meta related, I definitely lived it. Okay, and I'm just saying, it's definitely. Hey, I just feel like the point was proven that he wasn't innocent of the situation. Now, if he would have got attempted murder, then I'll probably be like different. But I feel like the charge fit the situation. I don't feel like he actually shot her, but shooting something that flew into her foot is the same per California statute.
Nah, and I do think though that's where
You didn't see anything for clicks. I did. Go ahead.
and I do think that's where a lot of us getting it confused, because when we hear that he getting sentenced and all this shit, a lot of people still thinking that he's technically was charged for shooting Megan. Like they not really getting that is these, you know what I'm saying, these other charges. We shit until you know what I'm saying, today. I always looked at it as he was arrested, you know what I'm saying, found guilty for shooting Megan. So that may be the miscommunication too. Like people don't really know.
Right.
Because when you
Yeah, I
break
think
down the
so.
charges, it's like he is as guilty.
E. Lamar said he was charged with clown activity, supposedly. Now that's a funny one. Look, this is my thing. I feel like, like I said, the only thing to me on appeal would be if the lawyers, because it sounded like they didn't fucking go hard enough. And everybody know what I guess. I mean, I don't know how it is in Canada and all that or wherever, but everybody know not to do no dumbass shit like shooting in no fucking air. Because you know what, lead has to come down. Like it has to come somewhere.
Right.
And I think that's definitely stupidity on his end, because you don't know where the fuck it went. So to be in based off his words, he was drunk as fuck. A sober motherfucker that just shot randomly, you still don't know where the fuck them bullets is coming down at. They have to come down.
So he probably done killed the bitch, don't even know it. So he might,
And don't even know it.
They go lay down and do these little loud 10.
Listen, hey, I'm in the country, okay? My people, they'll shoot. I do not shoot outside of a range unless it's some other shit, because I know I'm not trying to figure out where the fuck that shit ended up at. Once that shit leave that barrel, is nothing you can do. You don't know where it's going. Even if you're a great shot, who knows? It might be through and through. Then where it's gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, And that's reckless shit.
Yeah, it was a dude that turned himself in. He shot in the eye on New Year's one time. He shot in the eye, and a bullet came down like 35, 40 minutes away from him and killed somebody. And he turned himself in. He said with him.
Yeah, that's shooting in the air. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, people don't believe in gravity or something like that. Shit got to come down. It don't just go and the clouds eat it. It has to come down.
Yeah, oh, I shoot in the body.
I don't shoot nothing but the paper things at the right. But yeah, like I really look, let me tell you. And to be honest, and I feel again, even if it wasn't a bullet that hit her, hot fucking glass coming at a rapid speed, she probably thought her motherfucking ass got shot. Okay, so I can only imagine she probably got PTSD from that shit. And that's just being real shit. I know I got PTSD. That's why I carry a gun all the time. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure got PTSD. And it's just that, like, you know, motherfucker get to. I love. Matter of fact, the other night I was at a Sukiana event. Man, motherfucker mentioned somebody had a gun in that bitch. I got the fuck about it. I ain't even make it to see Sukiana. I got the fuck on through. I don't care if they was playing or not. I got the hell on through. You know what, Lamar ain't shit. You see what Lamar said? She ain't feel shit in them tugboats. She was drunk as hell too. You know what? That's probably why her ass got back in the car. Your adrenaline be rushing and shit. Like, that's probably why, I don't know. Like I said, hey, I feel like he hit something, the glass went, and that's what happened. What it do, Getty? I done solved the case over here. Music done went from 100 and I done got him down to 1. Music, yeah. You a good debater with me, because I always win. I think I'm like 3-0 right now.
Nah, it just some shit a nigga be shit. A lot of shit. Nigga don't know what the fuck we be talking about.
At least you can admit to it. At least you can admit to it. But see, I did something good today, and I listened because normally I would have just jumped in loud. Hell no. But today I did a different. Did y'all catch what I did differently today? Today I let you tell your version of the story, and I went just off of what you told me, and I still waited to keep my whole like version of it to the end. See, I did something good. See, new strategy. But yeah, that's a little y'all. It's 1:22 Pacific time, so they should be going back to court soon. But this is the longest fucking sentencing hearing process I've ever been through. You ever went through a sentencing hearing before?
Oh, me?
Yeah, like as you've been on YouTube doing that, have you ever?
Oh, nah. I don't, shit. I ain't gonna lie. The Melly shit is the first case that I actually even paid attention to.
I'm gonna say that's the first trial I walked through because like Excess Tashion, I did the breakdown of the case and then the trial itself. YSL I started, but then I kind of got bored of that one too. So yeah, Melly was the first one,
Like
and
I
this one is just the sentencing. To be honest, because I didn't walk through the case.
right. Like with the now I did listen to in the Nipsey situation, I listened to the girl when they evaluated her or whatever. But that
I
was
didn't
it.
follow that one at all.
Yeah, I listened to her. I listened to her when she had took the stand, but that was it. I ain't listened to nothing else.
Yeah, I ain't listened to none of that. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, her testimony alone, I knew his ass was over with.
I do want to hopefully Patrick Clark, the person accused of murdering Takeoff, hopefully they air his hearing that's coming up. But they probably won't. They be funny acting. But yeah, I kind of want to see what's about to happen with that because it seems like by now a trial should be coming up.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
y'all, I am gonna do updates. So we still got to do updates on the accused murderer of Snooty Wild, Patrick Clark. What other Texas case? I think they're the only two Texas cases. Oh, Mo3 update on those suspects is coming. It's on my list. What you was gonna say, me?
No, I just say right.
Where's Iceberg? I haven't seen him online recently, or I missed him.
He he been in motherfucker bushes. I've been
His
seeing
ass
him
need to be
coming.
on his damn page.
He been man. He just that
But
nigga.
what case you was talking about? Is this something you can say now or
Oh,
something?
okay. Cause one of my supporters hit me up and was asking me about it, but they already had kind of went over it. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what's going on with 16 shot him. You know the YouTube 16 shot him.
That's a
Okay.
Chicago case.
Yeah, you know he beefing. Aunt Glizzy online beefing with everybody right now. Dissing Duck and stuff, and he brought up the 16 shot him situation again. And like Batman Kevo then was calling 16 shot him a pedophile and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's a good case because a lot of people heard about it, but they don't really know what happened unless you know what I'm saying you tapped in and was around. But you know, he had a underage girl on his case, but what happened was they was in high school. This girl like was in the 9th grade. He was like a senior or some shit like that, and she liked him. And what she was doing was she was selling him her mama shit. You know what I'm saying? Like laptops and shit like that. Selling it to him for the low, trying to get him to like her. And he just was buying the shit from her ass, you know what I'm saying? But he never, talked to her, nothing like that. The mom found out and went to go get the stuff back, but he already sold it. So she went to the police and was trying to tell the police that he was messing with her daughter. That's why she sold it to him. But the girl like was like, you know what I'm saying? She liked him. That was it.
But he ain't actually messing with her. He ain't a
Nah, he
pedophile.
ain't. Nah, it's just in the paperwork though that he, that she was underage. So everybody was going with the shit that he was a pedophile and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that really don't know what happened. They just know what other people going around saying this shit.
And what has he talked about it?
He talked about it. He actually talked about it on No Jumper because he had went on No Jumper right after he had when he had spit in your boy Flacco face and shit.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? He had talked about it then,
Ain't
and
no the hell
then
that's my boy. The hell I just caught that.
what I say? No Jumper.
No, you said Flacco was my boy.
Flacco. Cause shit, Flacco, everybody, boy, man, that bitch special, man.
Well, Leo, Flacco is the reason why Mickey Truth was created because he gave me the cold shoulder when I was trying to be on his team when I was in the shadows. But shout out to him because of that I decided to do my own thing.
Yeah, Flacco, he's special,
He's
but
definitely.
he talked about
Only
it.
thing with Chicago, and I feel like that's why Chirac, what is it called? Chirac something. They're so like on that shit because it takes time to get that shit from Cook County. That shit there.
Shit,
Chicago.
and Glizzy must have got it from somebody then, cause he was just arguing with him yesterday. They say he pulled a paper today.
Yeah, like that shit. Like, let me tell you, that's one of those things in Chicago, especially if you're not there. Like, if you there, you can just walk up there or like send somebody to get it or whatever. But if you're not there, you have to have been sitting on that shit, requesting that shit behind the scenes for that moment. Because that shit, you can't go pull that shit online.
Right, right,
That shit, and they slow at processing shit, but it's possible. And I think that's why it's been what it do, Loud Pet, why it's been an influx of so many videos coming from like people in Chicago because they're probably just starting to get them back. But yeah, it's a fucking waiting game for that shit. I gotta look into it though. I remember I used to watch 16 Shotham's interview. I never really looked at like nothing to do with them or nothing like that. But when
right.
I get into this damn O Block shit today, that shit crazy.
They say it was some new evidence came out today.
Man, it's an ass of shit. The shit is starting to form. And I
Gotcha.
was thinking about doing it live, but I think it's gonna be pre-recorded just on, as
Yeah.
far as the back end type situations. But it's a lot. But once I'm done with this, I'm gonna start working on it. But it gets hey.
And, and, and
Characters
you,
are revealed.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what you could do too? You could go live membership mode and just release it pre-recorded.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got one member.
Hey,
I
shit,
did,
that's
you know
it.
what? I did create me a Patreon though, and I was thinking about posting it there first.
Yeah, do that. Do that. Shit. Do
But
that.
yeah, it's that one there. Cause let me tell you, I used to get, and I don't know if it's because the men has taken over the bulk of my views or whatever. I used to get a lot of like donations to the Cash App and like super chats, but recently I haven't. So, I had to pay for that paperwork. So I'm like at the point where, and then you already know people gonna grab it. So I'm like, I'm trying to recoup from it, and it's fresh. It just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It just literally just hit.
Man, I'm on the back end, I'm gonna give you what's the name, how to turn some shit up.
Yeah, like it just hit 4 days ago. So yeah, it just hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the back end when I turn some shit up. I'm cool with one of these social media outlets. We're gonna do something.
I think we talked about that briefly. I got you. But
Right.
yeah. Even Lamar, look, Lamar used to donate to the cause. He don't even donate no more. He don't even be in here like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he don't even be in here.
And see that's why I be scratching. At least, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could donate at least $1. You know what I'm saying? If anything, $2. You know what I'm saying? Support your
Okay.
YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Support, you know what I'm saying? Because especially what Mickey doing. Mickey's spending her hard earned money and she, you know what I'm saying, she just started YouTube. So y'all already know it ain't like, she
Okay, cause
making
look,
a
let me
big
tell
bag
you.
off YouTube,
That shit. Look, I had to post my look. I've been getting some little dumb comments recently, so I posted my invoices just from Pacer. That's not even on top of, what I'm saying, damn. Uh, what's the word? On top of like the state cases and shit. Fed Getty, yeah, federal. Tory has not been sentenced yet. But matter of fact, shout out to the ones who have been hitting the cash out. I'm not gonna say nobody has. It just has definitely been a decline since the men have taken over. Just want to say that. I don't know why my lady's leaving me like that.
You gotta, and what you gotta do too, you gotta have it where when your ladies come speak or invite the ladies up, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta, because sometimes the women feel overpowered by the men. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I got a lot of supporters that's females that they would not come up on my fucking panel, but they'll go on iceberg panel because it's more gentle over there. It's more, you know what I'm saying? They're allowed to express themselves. But if they come on my panel, it's like we got all the men over here, and then it's more people, and then it's like, okay, if I say the wrong shit, they gonna get on my ass type shit, kind of shit. So a lot of times the women don't be wanna, you know,
Yeah.
state their opinion, and then the man just over
And I think it's
aggressively.
the content too. Because although like, this whole fucking snitching shit and all that has overpowered, and I think the ladies come back more so in the research ones than and then the men come when it's like snitching allegations. Even though
Right.
per se I haven't recently did no snitching allegations, but yeah, they
Yeah,
almost say I think I'm at like 80% male. Y'all need to start blessing the cash out. How about that? And the super
yeah,
chat.
I'm telling
Okay.
you, most definitely.
Okay. Cause I'm like, that's the only difference. I'm like, damn, what done changed? Cause it used to be like even before I started even meeting like to get anything from YouTube, it used to offset. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be live talking about paperwork and people use, the ladies would send me to help me buy the paperwork right then and there. But the fellas, man, now that y'all done, took over, it'd be different.
Yeah, y'all stop being stingy. God damn it. Send. Hey, I need at least 3 people to send Mickey $1 right now. God damn.
Okay, they all add up. Okay. Lamar said, "Yeah, ain't been no snitching live, like for real." And I think, like I said, the analytics though just be crazy. Like I'm literally, hold on, let me check in real time. Like I just be like, that's the only difference is that it's more men here than women now. The male. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, so right now, 74.6% is male and 25.4 is female. Fresh chocolate, what it do? So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to work that out. But yeah, y'all fellas be stingy, okay? The ladies used to show love.
Yeah,
Uh,
sooner or later gonna be so many motherfuckers hitting that motherfucker. And see, you just started too. You haven't even really got your core supporter, like your core support system yet. You know what I'm saying? Wait,
right.
wait till you get the real core Mickey Truth support system. Ain't going, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, right.
in due time, in due time.
But Getty, yeah, I got to work. I haven't started the research of it yet because I was over here debating if I'm gonna do, um a live or a pre-recorded because like I don't be tripping on the lives not being like full or nothing like that because it used to, like I said, smaller numbers still didn't mean nothing because it made sense at the end. But since things that shifted, it's like I be on here doing what I do, you know what I'm saying, and then don't at the end of it be 5-6 hours or so. I don't get any super chats. I don't get any of that. And then the video don't even make no, you know what I'm saying, make no money. So it just be like I said, I think I spent like $40 today on paperwork. So that's why I'm second guessing how I'm gonna drop the video or not. But it will be dropped nonetheless. Cause it's definitely fresh. I think some people have started to talk about it. But y'all already know people ain't gonna break it down the way I'm gonna break it down. But it is some shit, okay? And this is I'm talking about the O Block 5. Characters are now forming. Lines are now clearer. Yeah. But we're gonna get into that. I appreciate it. Look, Prince said he gonna be my first corporate sponsor, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you know what, Lamar, I actually like doing the regular research ones too. Cause I tell you, I really don't be caring about the whole snitching thing. I don't really care about it. I don't be feeling like they need to get on light anyway. If it comes out in the paperwork, just come out. But not AK drunk right now. Yeah, I'm about, let me check for. They should be back adjourned. I'm kind of trying to think. We've been at it for about 3 hours. Cause now that I think about it, I probably should start working on the O Block one. Cause it's like 70 something pages, and that's just a paperwork. That's not even on top of everything else. But yeah, it's names mentioned. It's some names that's not mentioned that we possibly thought was gonna be mentioned. Yeah, this here, let me tell you. Wow, hold on, I'm looking at something. Hold on, I'm getting distracted. Give me a second. So, what time is it? I think that might be what I need to do. I might need to bring the live to an end because I do the O Block 5 case is definitely gonna be talked about very soon. Like I said, these documents been out for about 4 days. I haven't really saw too many people pick up on it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure people gonna start grabbing it, but if they can definitely pay their fee to get it. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it without just giving people free paperwork to run across the internet. So, I'm gonna run this video because I kind of do want to wait until the sentencing. I just don't know how long it's gonna be. Uh, yeah, I think it's probably best for me to work on the O Block one. I don't know, y'all, if I'm gonna go live when I do it or not. Oh, that's a show, Prince. I've learned that too. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely learned that since I've been over there. I'm trying to make up my mind what I don't know. Cause like I said, I get the membership part, but I think shout out to Jamal. Jamal my only member on YouTube. Um I don't know, y'all. I would prefer to do it live because I normally do those type of things live. I just got to make it make sense. I got you, Getty. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all give me like if I do go live, it'll be like 8 o'clock because I need time to piece together some things. But I just got to see. It just got to make sense. I don't know if I'm gonna go live or if it's just gonna be a video. I haven't been on there yet, so I'll check it out and get back to you. Let me see if it's a Tory update. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the. Shout out to Fresh Chocolate. See, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, cause y'all, it be look, these shits be adding up, okay? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get off live. I'm gonna prepare for the O Block 5. I'm gonna go live because of Fresh Chocolate. Okay, so if we got people like Fresh Chocolate that come support, then I'm all for it. So I'll be back live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna get into the O Block 5 case, Rico case. New details have emerged, and a lot of stuff have been clarified in these documents, including some people that wasn't mentioned that now is mentioned, and it kind of shocked me. I ain't gonna lie. So we're gonna get into it. So 8 p.m. That's what we're gonna do. 8 p.m. Shout out to Fresh Chocolate. Y'all make sure y'all you know, y'all say thank you to Fresh Chocolate. Cause y'all know, before I go, y'all know we have to say my little sideways. It's like I don't be wanting to change up how I've been doing stuff. Y'all know since the beginning, my research, I like to do it on live. But it's just, thank you, Prince. But yeah, it's just, it do cost at the end of the day to do it. And they gonna run with it. And I don't be wanting to just half-ass be putting shit up, because then it's like it takes away from what I do. But it be, say for example, it's 23 of us in here right now, and out of them 23, probably 5 YouTubers, they sit and they grab the paperwork, and then they go over and put a twist to it, and then 100K people go over there and they ain't even put in the money to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Yo, Arthur, the Alabama thing, let me tell you. Y'all know I don't post stuff like that. So I call myself, because I'm in the algorithm now with like news outlets, and like, the people that y'all watch are different now. So I call myself going over there and getting the video and then posting it and got fucking hit. So yeah, I'm never doing that again. But it's crazy. That was a crazy video for sure. That was a crazy video. It was even crazier because it does open a bigger conversation, okay? Because it happened in the South. But yeah, I can talk all day about it. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, because like I said, I do need to break down that paperwork. I'll see y'all tonight. We're gonna get into the O Block 5. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking out with your girl. And I'm not gonna say holla right now, because I'm gonna see y'all in a few. I'm gonna say see y'all later. Be back in a few.